Hello and welcome to the Soul Fam Show number 119.
Correct.
119.
119.
119. How many
How many
shows would that
one-niner?
be? Like how that's it's been what? How many years now?
Two.
What did we say?
I don't know.
Two? No, more than two though.
Two past in April. No?
I don't
Yes,
know how many
April,
total.
second weekend in April is when I started back in 2024. Yeah.
And yeah, how many shows? Because we had the midweek, we had the
Well, I'm
fireside.
not counting all those. I'm just only the Soul Fam Show.
Yeah.
Only
I know,
the
but
Soul
in total, though, all are like the big,
Oh, well, I don't know that.
with fireside, what was the other one? The
Fireside
Resonating
Chat
Army
and
show?
Resonating Army show on Wednesdays. And then we had all the KBS chit chats.
Chit chat.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So I'll start my video. Share screen.
Ten years carving this ancient wood. They said I'm wasting time, misunderstood. Doubt was my companion, pain my only guide. But the old man's words burning deep inside. They saw a piece of rock, a blackened shell. I saw the heaven hidden in this hell. My hands were bleeding, my chisels broke in two. But my vision stayed steady, my aim stayed true. It's not about the grace, it's not about the weight, it's about the fire that's sealing my faith. I'm not hitting the wood, I'm forging my soul. In every strike, I'm taking control. I'm not hitting the wood, I'm forging my soul. From the darkness, I'm making it whole. Their laughter was a whisper in the wind. I searched for the angel that was trapped within. And when the sunrise hit that golden frame, the world went silent. They remembered my name, but the prize wasn't silver, the prize wasn't gold. It was the spirit that refused to be sold. I didn't become a master when the work was done. I became a master when I was the only one who stayed in the shadows, who fought through the night to turn all this pressure into pure light. I'm not hitting the wood, I'm forging my soul. In every strike, I'm taking control.
Awesome, Kirsten. Powerful song.
Very.
Spectacular
Love
video.
that song.
Banging
Thanks,
tune,
guys.
Kirsten. Perfect. Beautiful, Kirsten.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
It's coming in. So good, Kirsten. Chopping onions here. Miriam.
Okay, all right. Hi, Velma.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello, hello, hello. Good,
Hello,
good,
hello,
good.
hello, hello. All right, I'm removing us out. I know, I know. I'd just like to make sure we all say hello to you.
Yes.
Is that,
You're good.
yeah? Yeah, you can see it. I made it a bit darker. I'm getting the hang of it. Okay, hello everyone. Lovely to be here. You know I love being here. Today we've got something about guardians. Fitbit 34. Why gateway regions always develop guardians? The observation. Throughout Claudio's maps, important transition points often appear carefully organized. These are not simply open pathways, they connect different regions, environments, or systems. So, why would gateway regions need guardians at all? A gateway is more than a doorway. It is a point where one environment meets another. Whenever different systems connect, stability becomes important. Rather than controlling everyone, guardians may simply help preserve that stability. Why gateways matter? Gateways often represent places where different regions meet, different environmental conditions begin, travel changes direction, movement becomes more specialized, and important routes converge. Because gateways connect systems, what happens there can influence far more than the immediate area. Why guardians naturally appear? If gateways are important, someone usually becomes responsible for them. That responsibility may include maintaining safe passage, preserving the structure, protecting the surrounding environment, assisting authorized travelers, and preventing unnecessary disruption. So their purpose is not simply to keep people out, it is to maintain order where many pathways meet. So let's use Gateway 10 as an example. Gateway 10 is shown on Claudio's maps as an access point in the Dome of Portals. It sits between major regions rather than deep inside one civilization. It connects important routes leading toward the Great Dome. Because it links different environments, its stability becomes especially important. So a gateway like this, like Gateway 10, this would naturally require those who understand how movement is coordinated, how the surrounding structures remain stable, when travel is appropriate, and how the connection is preserved over time. In this way, guardians become less like gatekeepers and more like caretakers of an important crossing. So think of it like a lighthouse. The lighthouse does not decide where ships may sail. It simply helps them navigate safely through an important passage. So, in a similar way, guardians may exist to guide, maintain, and preserve rather than dominate. Why does this matter? Understanding gateways changes how we view advanced societies. Rather than asking who controls this place, we might instead ask who is caring for the stability of this connection. Sometimes the greatest responsibility is not ruling a system, but quietly keeping it balanced. Perhaps guardians are not defined by power. Perhaps they are defined by responsibility. The quieter the gateway, the more important its stability may be. So, Gateway 10 reminds us that the most important crossings are rarely left unattended. Their guardians are there not because the gateway is dangerous by nature, but because what it connects is valuable. For example, the Great Dome. Their role is to preserve stability so that movement remains ordered, balanced, and sustainable. So, not every doorway is meant to be thrown open. Some passages remain peaceful because they're cared for with patience, wisdom, and quiet responsibility. Balance is often preserved not through force, but through faithful stewardship. Now, let's listen to what Balon has to say about this. He's given us a story called The Keeper of the Quiet Bridge. Long ago, there was a bridge that joined two beautiful valleys. People often imagine that a powerful warrior stood there deciding who could cross. When travelers finally arrived, they found only an elderly keeper, quietly tending the bridge. Each morning, the keeper replaced loose stones, cleared fallen branches, and checked every support beneath the walkway. One traveler asked, "Why do you spend every day doing such ordinary work?" The keeper smiled. Because people only notice a bridge when it begins to fail. If I care for it every day, those who cross can think only about their journey, not about the bridge beneath their feet. The traveler looked down and realized the bridge was almost invisible. It had become part of the landscape itself. The keeper continued. The finest guardians are rarely remembered for stopping people. They are remembered because, through their quiet care, the path remained safe for generations. And as everything settled across the valleys, the bridge rested silently beneath the stars, strong, steady, and ready for another day of faithful service. Now, Kirsten, I've got something to tell you, of course. This is Hush Hush. I want to tell you about the boy I love. The boy I love is up in the gallery. The boy I love is looking down at me. There he is, can't you see, waving of his handkerchief, as merry as a robin that lives in the tree. Goodbye. If you're English, you might remember that.
Wait, Velma, is it your love or Monkey's love?
Shut up.
I'm just saying.
I'm just trying to say it's a really old song from Barbara Windsor, who was in EastEnders for years. And she did an an old kind of vaudeville song, and it was called The Boy I Love, and that was it.
Oh.
So thank you for letting me torture you. Bye-bye.
Ah, we
Thanks.
love your torture.
Thanks. Look at the background too. For that's like the clearest I've ever. How'd you get it like that? Like it's incredible here. Just
I
like don't
moved
touch
it.
anything
I
now.
moved-
Just.
Don't touch it, Velma. Don't touch it. We can
I
see
moved
Just leave it
something
up for
alone.
next week. It's good.
it.
Okay, there's some notes for you.
All righty then.
All
Thank you,
right.
Velma.
As always, Robin puts in the chat, Velma the Wise.
Yes. All right, shall we do a meditation?
Come back.
Is that your mic, love? Oh, is that your mic? No,
No,
whose
it's
mic?
just Gary speaking.
Yes.
No, it's like a really loud mic though, like background. I don't know. Anyway, doesn't matter.
Hi,
We
Susanna.
got
Hey, Steve.
Susanna and Steve.
Come on
What's
down.
happening?
Hello.
What's going on? We got a pup date coming in.
Update.
Michael?
No, you're okay.
Oh, okay. Oh, wow. I think I'd like to say a little bit about me and my past.
Oh, okay.
Can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Yeah, good.
Yes.
Where do we start? So I grew up in a Christian home. My parents were Presbyterian, Protestant. And I thought, wow, this is not fun. But later on, I guess it took hold a bit. And when I was 21, I found an organization in Austin. Well, we called it the Church in Austin because there are churches all over the world in different countries, and they're Christian, believe the Bible, and most of our meetings were, some were in the meeting hall, but some were most were in homes, and usually around the dinner table. Because people really like to be fed. They feel cherished when you feed them.
Mm-hmm.
And I ended up leaving there for years, a few times, and coming back a few times. And the last time I left and came back, so I was at the home of a couple. We call them saints because that's what the Bible calls believers. And so I was unloading my trailer from cabinets. I'm a cabinet maker by trade, and I had made him a set of kitchen cabinets. And my friend Jack and I were unloading cabinets in the driveway, and a pickup truck pulled up full of people, and they were helping this couple move in to their newly remodeled home. And this pretty lady walked by, and she flashed me a big smile.
What was that?
And I said something like something intelligent to Jack. Who was that? And anyway, that's where we met, Susanna and I. And she had just now started meeting with the church in Austin. And it wasn't long before I was back in the meetings, and in fact had my own home meeting, which was a little strange because I was a single man. Typically you don't see the single people having home meetings. And so we had a home meeting Monday nights for years. And Susanna joined. And then it was something long before we were married. I was a bit gun shy because I'd been married before. And I was a single man for a long time. And then later on, she married me.
What is the point?
Yeah, what is the point? Anyway, it's very strange for me to have been a Christian. Okay, I'll get to the point. To be a Christian all my life, and then to be saved from Christianity.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean? It's
Mm-hmm.
by a guy called Christian.
Yeah.
Yeah, guy called Christian.
You read my mind.
Of course.
I lost my train of thought.
Sorry.
You were saved from Christianity.
Yeah, who'd have thought?
Yeah.
And so a couple of years ago, I started watching a guy on YouTube. His name is Paul Wallace, and he is showing all this stuff about Anunnaki and stuff like that. And he and another guy, I think he's Italian guy, he's a translator, and he showed me who it is actually that were gods in the Bible. And there's a word, and it's Elohim. And he showed me that this word behaves like a plural word. And that means that wherever you see that word in the Bible, they're talking about the powerful ones. And that's a bit strange to hear for a Christian, because you think of a loving creator God, or I do. And so I've come to learn with his help and many others that the people that or the gods that they're talking about, or the God that's in the Bible is not who you think it is. In fact, there may not be very many instances where in the Bible they're talking about a loving creator God. And for having been a Christian all my life, and I'm 68, it's kind of a long time, and I don't know how on earth I got saved out of religion. I don't call it religion, I call it Christianity, I guess, but because anyway, doesn't matter.
No, it's okay. Keep going.
You're
Doing well, Steve.
I'm good. In fact, I used to have a book on my bookshelf. It was called Christ versus Religion. Because in the Bible, if that's Jesus in the Bible, he was always against the religious ones of the time and picking fights and stuff. So anyway, I don't know how I got saved out of that, but that's how I feel. I feel like I've been saved out of that into something important. And I've been learning about the various resets that we've been through, and they say, y'all say that this is the last one.
Yeah.
Positive reset.
Okay.
The best reset ever. The best
No.
reset we've ever
Yeah,
had.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hello,
Steve.
guys. Sorry, I'm late.
We were
Yeah.
You know how you got saved? It was the day that this one flashed her smile. That's how you got saved from Christianity.
Hmm.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's
Steve,
right.
interesting what you say. I came in halfway through. Well, I came in towards the end of that conversation because I've just got back from dropping Christian off. But what you were saying, the Elohim, yeah, that's right. That was the Bene Ha Elohim, means the sons of the shining ones. So that's basically Anunnaki. And religion, the word religion itself brings the etymology of religion is re-legion, which means itself the following is satanic legions. So the word religion doesn't matter which one, even Buddhism. That's bent and twisted. It's probably the best one in terms of they're just chilling. They're not interested in taking over anyone's stuff, and they just yeah. But even that's distorted. So there isn't a religion, a religion that is. It's all distortion, and so religions. There's like 200 and something, or what is there? No, there's more than that. There's a few hundred religions, and they're all designed to suit every single walk of life, every personality, through every time phase. So you've even got a recurrence now of Zoroastrianism, if I can say that right, Zoroastrianism. So I've seen that. In fact, we were in London a couple of days ago with Keith, and we noticed an Iranian bar that had the Zoroaster. It had the guy, like the wings and it's like the previous one. It used to be like a little dude in a spaceship. That was their logo, with wings and feet.
Mhm.
Which anything with feathers was a sign for flight, obviously, back in those days. So, but even there's a recurrence in Zoroastrianism as a religion now, which is so. But all religions are there to deceive people and to lead people down the wrong path. And
Wow.
Jesus was. I was talking to a Christian about this today. Actually, we had a chat about this morning or last night. And the character Jesus, because I got this a bit wrong when I wrote about it. The character Jesus was actually a real person. But what happened was that, see, all of the skills, let's say, that or the abilities that Jesus had, like he could heal the sick, he could cure the blind. That's what everyone does back home. Everyone watching this and everybody else who true souls do back home anyway. So that's how come they're showing you that. And the inversion is they've put a different persona. They've put the child killer, Cesare Borgia, his face is the face of Jesus Christ. So the illusion, the mockery, there's manifold just in that one thing right there, because they get a lot of louche from people believing. So when you're looking forward to your birthday, they know you're counting down the days you've got left to live, because we live for 70 and 10 plus a little bit now these days. So they know that you're counting down the years till you die, and they get louche from the fact that we don't know that. They get the louche from the fact that we celebrate that. So they get louche from so many different. Well, they get louche from everywhere. They don't miss any louche at all. Louche is as important to them as adrenochrome, because it's their negative energy for them. Yeah. So yeah, but it's fascinating. We were talking about Jesus today, and Jesus was actually a character that was just probably saying the same thing that Christian's saying now. That in fact, no, that would have been. He was just talking about the way. Like, look, listen, he was against religion. He was, he was against the Roman. He was against all that. He was against all the power structure, because it's not right. It's not meant to be there. He knew that, and he was doing the same thing like the Christian is now, but back then. But what they've done is they've wrapped and distorted it in more lies, like they did with dinosaurs when they said that dinosaurs, because 93% of dinosaurs were real. So what they've done is they took or less than 3%, in fact, but they took a tiny amount of what we would call a dinosaur, and they've created Diplodocus, Triceratops, all these Tyrannosaurus Rex, and all this crazy stuff. And it's all very believable, just like religion. It's all meant to be very believable.
Mhm.
And it is. That's the thing. It's very believable, because I looked into this my whole life since I was very small. I've well been interested in ancient history, and it's all very believable. But you end up with hitting a brick wall with everything, and I have, and everyone does. And you think, well, no, he's got to know what he's talking about. He's, that's like fucking, I don't know, Sir Flinders Petrie or whoever from history, whoever. But they're all sirs. This is the thing. The giveaway telltale sign is that they're all sirs.
That's right.
They're all 33rd degree Freemasons, and they're all part of the subterfuge. I was explaining the other day to some smaller people, little kids about 15, 14, that it's Freemasonry that is the reason that this works. Without Freemasonry, this wouldn't even work. This wouldn't work. They need several things. They need the amnesia vortex, so they need you to not be, when you die and go into the sun. They need you to be mind wiped, because this wouldn't work if he wasn't. They need what was the other thing I just said just now? Sorry, I forgot. Whatever it was I said just now, they need that as well. What was it? Adrenochrome. And they need adrenochrome louche. See, they all have different uses. So not all of them use adrenochrome, not all of them use louche, all the negative species, but they all need, like loads of them need a louche, or the demons need louche, they all need louche to a degree. The greys don't need louche, they don't need adrenochrome, they're there for other stuff. They've all got their own little thing, what they're interested in. And they all work together to make sure that no one ever finds out that that's what they're actually doing, that this is actually a farm. Because when people find out that they're a farm, when they know that that's a fact, then they're not controllable anymore. And that's just about to happen in a minute. It's going to come soon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
It's
Yeah.
gonna
Fascinating.
be,
They've lied to us about everything.
yeah.
Everything, Steve. There's nothing they've been honest about, not one single thing.
Mhm.
And another telltale sign when people are asking for proof is look back at the old pictures on Pinterest. There's loads of old pictures. You can get old pictures of Arteria, and in lots and lots of them, you'll see the Masonic hand. You'll see the hidden hand of Freemasonry. There'll be 2 or 3 people in a shot of a destroyed scene with or burnt down Crystal Palace, who's one of the ones I made a meme about the other week. Crystal Palace all burnt down, and the before shot and the after shot. And in one shot, there's 3 Freemasons, and one of them's got they're all wearing top hats. walking over the rubble of a reset. So they're obviously Freemasons. One of them's got his hand proving he's a Freemason. So that means they probably all were.
Yeah.
But there's loads of stuff like that. I've seen loads of stuff. Loads of stuff showing that, you know, but it's Freemasonry that holds the whole thing together. And in the
Yep.
previous reset, it was Druidism. And it was the Druids that had the secret knowledge and all the, you know, they were the Tartarian Freemasons were the Druids. So they would have helped in the downfall of Tartaria.
You know, all the Freemasonic buildings that I've driven by or parked around, they've all been shut down, look like they've been vacant forever. Well, last week I drove by one that's close to here, and there was a car in front and the flag was up.
Mm.
Hmm.
Mm.
It was the middle of the day.
What does that mean?
He's in
The flag
London
was
the
up.
last couple of days. and
Somebody's
it's
in
dead.
there. I don't know.
Hmm.
Want to get the band back together? What are they?
I don't know. I don't know. I was like, that's interesting. Okay. Yeah. So,
So I guess I have a question.
oh, yes.
And then I'll stop. I'm a very visual guy. That's how I learn. Draw everything. And I'm trying to picture what the shape of the earth is. If it's not a globe, and I thought, boy, this is going to be hard for me to handle, because I've always believed in the globe.
Yeah.
Think of it like an ice cream cone, almost. That's
What?
the best way. Yeah.
It's overlaid.
So Leon might be able to give a better description, but how I
Yeah,
view
it's
it.
like an upside down frisbee. The whole of Gateway 10 is like an upside down frisbee. So imagine a very big, uneven shape, like the picture, what you've probably seen of the Claudio's books. The Great Dome is like a flat version of that, but that's inside a cube. So you've got the Great Dome and the whole plane, the whole physical plane of existence, which goes up in densities from like 1 to 18. In fact, it's more than 18, but let's call it 18. And so there's 18 densities that are all overlaid on the same flat physical plane. So like a stack of CDs, as it were, 18 CDs plus 23 CDs, all stacked together inside a square CD case, let's just say.
Yeah, like carousel.
As an explanation. Yeah, like something like that. But the densities that are high, obviously you can't interact with them. So you can't see that the higher densities, you can't interact with them. But people from the higher densities can come into the lower densities as beings or light beings and interact. But it's like a computer game. You can't get to complete the computer game till you've started at the beginning and you've completed each level. Each level being about 1 billion years to ascend normally. Each species takes about 1 billion years to get to the next density, roughly give or take. So when you get to the next density, you then get because you've done that and you've reached it with love and empathy, you've unlocked different aspects of the game. Let's just say, so your interaction with the ether is more potent. Your ability, your pineal gland has far stronger, and the what you're manifesting, you can manifest more complicated things. So instead of this isn't the case, but as for our third density understanding, instead of manufacturing a hammer into your hand immediately, you could do a whole laptop. But there's no hammers or laptops. I'm just saying. You get what I mean. Instead of being a very simple item, you can then manufacture as you get into the higher densities, really complex things like a laptop or a whole vehicle or a UFO, for instance, or a craft. Yeah. That's when you get like 12, 13 density. You can manufacture anything instantaneously. Where in the lower density, in our density, you've got to actually make it and smelt iron. We're in the fourth density, which is where the parasites are from. They can use cold fusion. They can create the cold fusion. They can back engineer the cold fusion, which is they can blend wood with metal if they wanted to, that sort of stuff. And really complicated stuff. From our third density point of view, cold fusion is next level. It's like supernatural, but in reality, that's like steam. At the moment, we're on coal. We're on wood, and cold fusion is like coal, the next stage up. That's just crap. Yeah, compared to what we've come from. Like everyone, including myself, watching this right now, who's awake, we've all come from the high densities, and everything's created in perfection first in the high densities. That's why. Sorry, were you going to say something?
Are you following him?
Mhm.
You look like you was going to say something. I wanted to let you speak.
No, it's
Because I
just
can go on.
true.
Yeah, okay. So yeah, in the high densities, everything's created in perfection first. So like the 12 proximal suns created with source creation, thought out the entire universe, how it was going to be, what it was going to look like, how the physical plane was, what species they were going to be, how they would interact. All of this stuff was done creation even. So that was all done in the high light realms, and then that plan was like superimposed into physicality, yeah, but not to into fifth density, not into third. So that physical existence, the first one was fifth density. And but what's happened is the parasites, who were the custodians, were the first parasites, the first ever betrayers, and they worked really high density 12 as well. But what happened is when they wanted more control, more power, more autonomy, and they kind of subverted stuff. So when they created the other parasites, so not all the other parasites are manufactured. Some of them were sung and woven into existence as pure souls, just as everything else was. So you've got the positive reptilians; they're all positive to start with, and you've got the other species, the Anunnaki. They were created as positive beings, and they were to start with. But then the custodians lied to them. What they do here, they create division, and they cause problems, and then they cause war, and then they cause factions, and then they cause all this crazy shit with a big end goal of getting this place as a complete farm. But they couldn't do it on their own. The custodians needed help, so they had to have armies of other species to help them do that. And then those other species, the Draco, Omicron, and Alpha, and the Anunnaki, and the Greys, they went on to create even more species to help them. And the demons, they created the demons. Everyone needs demons and greys to make this work. They needed that, and it worked. That was like their tools in their toolbox. So they took everything that we had, inverted it, literally everything, inverted it, and then turned it negative, and then made that our reality.
That's
I see.
that's a
Isn't it, really?
Crash course.
Child sacrifice has been going on since day one, but
Just well, your sound just cut out.
yeah.
Leon,
No,
your mic is muted or something.
yeah. His sound just went good, and then it went like
Leon,
he's going. He's on a run. Don't stop the man.
Leon.
Can't hear you. Can't hear you.
Anthony.
Lost.
can you hear me?
There we go.
There we
Now it's
go.
back. Woo! You went out.
Yeah, Nuzo,
Hello?
what he said, that could have been the
We can hear you now, but your mic went out while you were talking. We couldn't hear anything you just said.
Or maybe Kalo didn't want him to say something, and he just
Yes, that's what it was. Yeah, Kalo. Can you hear us? Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Hello?
There
Yeah.
he goes. Yes.
Yeah,
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, that's good.
Can you hear
Whatever,
us?
just you.
there's a bit of a delay.
Can you hear us, Leon? No, he can't hear us. He probably was going to go out and come back in.
Okay.
'Cause,
I'll quit.
You'll quit.
That's
Does that make it a bit clearer, Steve? Like the
Yeah,
description.
Very, very helpful.
yeah. I mean, the religion one is such a kick in the ass here. You know, these parasites are no dummies, right? They're smart. They know. I mean, they don't have a big playbook though. That's the thing. They have a small playbook, but they play it well. What they got.
That's right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's right.
Well,
Thank you.
yep. Thank
Yeah,
you.
thank you for sharing, Steve.
Thank
We
you.
appreciate it.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
Bye, y'all.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Wait, we got no puppy
Yes.
update though.
Yeah.
Okay. You want puppy updates?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yes,
pup.
please.
Okay, so the last one I dropped was Charlie Peps. So we end up having Maya now because nobody claimed Maya, so Maya stay. I gave this weekend to the Soul family and everything. So like if Maya doesn't find a home, it means that it needs to stay here.
Yes.
And so we have Ruby Kicks, Maya, and Chalolo.
Chalulu.
Those are the that we
I
have,
love
yeah,
that.
and they're right here by our feet, and they are super, super, super. I cannot even explain it. They are the sweetest mix of puppies, and they all get along super well, and they are potty trained, which is yay.
Well, can you train Kushti, please, now? Because Kushti is
Well, we
still
need-
going.
almost went home with Susanna. Was
It don't-
Well,
yeah.
I wish she had.
It just means that you have to get up with them when they start moving. As soon as they move, one of them move, you go outside with all of them, and that's the way it goes.
Yeah, well, she doesn't do that. So I'll walk her and then she'll come home and do it.
She's
What about Thalon and the puppy door? Is he still not using it?
No, he is. That's when he just feel alone inside. Then he knows how to use it, but he kind of like think it's a portal or something. He doesn't want it to be changed.
Or
That one
maybe
video.
he wants some alone time.
Maybe
He's
so.
like, yeah, I don't know how to use the door.
That was funny because you posted one video though, and Talon is like standing or sitting,
In
lying
front
down
of
like,
it.
right in front of the door.
And yet the rest is just coming flying over him. Yes, it's true. Yes, it's true.
Yeah,
And-
he ain't no dummy.
no, he's very smart. He
Yeah,
just
exactly. He knows.
just refuses. He likes to be alone sometimes.
Yes.
So especially if you give him a treat, he needs to go to a place where nobody's gonna come and get it for him. So, but both and Bernie and Talon are incredible good parents. They both
Yeah.
play with the puppies. Bernie is usually the one to teach us things. Like she taught all the puppies how to go through. She would put her head to the door, and then the puppies will come through. I mean, like she's super, super bright.
Yes, she
So
is.
proud of her, yeah. And so
Uh,
our family, from one, we went to 2 dogs. From 2 dogs, we went to
10.
10 dogs. And
Yeah.
now we have 5.
well, that's a good number.
It's a good number.
Yeah.
Yes. So we are experimenting with raw food for all of them, like everything raw, and it's supposed to thrive, the best diet, because they come from being hunters, eating whatever they found. So they are eating raw food now. So the puppies are doing great. Bernie is refusing, and Talon eats whatever I give him. So
Oh, wow.
that's how we So that's the puppy update.
Awesome.
If anybody wants to ask any question about them, still just chat with me on the channel.
Okay. Awesome. All right. Thanks. Thanks for the puppy
Thanks.
update.
Yeah, awesome.
Thank you for your support. Thank you for your love. Thank you for your dedication. Thank you to all of you, and not only Kirsten and Gary and Lo and Leon, but everybody that's in the channel that is posting beautiful post is just uplifting all
Yes.
the planet. I mean, like everyone. So thank you so much.
Yes.
We
All
love
right. Love you both and the pups.
Yes.
Bye.
Thank you, Leon.
Bye. Doreen.
Wait, Leon, can you come back on?
He's
You can you unmute Leon?
Hello, mate. Yeah, sorry.
There you
I
go.
think
Now we
I
got
lost
you.
all my phone. How's it going?
Can you hear us
Hi,
though,
Doreen.
Leon?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, good. Whew.
You can hear me, yeah?
better.
Yes, we can hear you.
Cool.
All right, we're back.
Okay, hi. Finally, I made one of your meetings. I've been watching you right from the beginning. I see every show that you make. And I can't, Kirsten, you're really something, you're perfect organizer. You're really.
Oh, I wouldn't say that. You don't know me.
Thanks to Leon, Gary.
No,
and
she's an
Joel.
amazing multitasker.
Yeah, that's it. That's the word. Yeah.
Yeah,
And,
she's very good at that.
Thank you.
And to let you know, I've been watching, I learned about Kristen right back when he was, I don't know where I'm looking because I like looking at the screen, but the camera's up there, so I'm
I
talking.
know.
Okay, so when in the days of Linda Paris, and I remember
Yes.
the first one I remember with him is he's sitting down, it's dark around him, and he's sitting down and he's talking to Linda Paris, and he has a problem with a whistle and he explained that he was playing with Ruby, and Ruby accidentally hit her head on his tooth. And I
Yes.
remember, so that's really far back, right? And I've been
Yeah.
following ever since. But I just don't have the nerve to come on like these kind of things. But anyways, I have a shitty computer too, and some. Anyways, now I build up some kind of self-confidence to talk on.
Good. I'm glad you do.
Yeah, it's good.
That's
It's
what's
awesome
holding
to
me
see.
back. Anyway, as you can see, some of the pictures that I showed, I don't know if you saw them, that I don't
Yes.
know how that happens, but I see all these things, and it's almost like in another dimension, and the pictures show up on my camera and my shitty cheap $300 something cell phone too. So for years, and I'm retired military, but that's not who I am. 20 years in the Canadian Army, but that was a long time ago. I'm 70 right now, and I moved to Quebec for a while, and the crazy stuff that happened there, that's another. So everything, and then I moved here because I'm in an apartment for veterans.
Where is here,
really,
Doreen?
Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario. I'm originally
okay.
from Toronto, Ontario.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, and I can see the U.S., right? And I saw the fireworks yesterday from my balcony. So I can
It's
see
known as the Sioux.
the Sioux. And let me tell you, because my memory, I remember so much, right? Because I'm 70, and I remember distinctly, because I used to love looking at the map when I was in school, and I memorized the border. And Sault Ste. Marie was in Canada. The whole thing was in Canada. And I think during one of the Mandela effects or resets or something, it cut in half. Because what kind of countries are going to say, okay, let's make a city and just split the name, between the two of us? I mean,
Yeah, that's a reset.
The border was underneath Sault Ste. Marie.
Yeah.
So you stole some of our territory.
Well, you know.
You know how it is.
Yeah.
Don't be mad.
But so I can skip from here. I'm on the 5th floor, but I can go to the roof, but I've never been on the roof yet, because maybe I don't know why, because I don't want to go alone up there, and there's a lot of old people in this building. Well, I'm 70, so I'm old too, but so
You're not old.
I understand a lot of things. I've been following, I've been through a lot with information, but I'm not can't go through everything. It's not that. The Guardians, there was a Guardian first, and it was replaced now by anyways, it's a long story. It's really a tragedy of what happened. She lost her keys recently. I know we won't say who she is or anything, but we have new Guardians, and they're supposedly from 13D, and things are supposed to be changing, really, like it's going to be more obvious than it is now, apparently, because I'm listening to all these different things. And I'm taking I took a wizard course for about a month just to try it out, but I'm not good at meditating. It's not my thing, because you have to do a lot of, and the group does astral travel and stuff like that, but I've done it spontaneously, but not under, they can do it at the drop of the hat, but that's not, I can't do that, because I've been through a lot in my life, and you have to really do these things over the years. You have to study for this stuff. Yeah, so I'm doing that. And any questions? Or
Doreen,
anything?
yeah, so what do you mean by guardians? What do you mean?
Okay. It's okay. I don't know how legitimate I'm following. By following, when I say following, this is for years. Maybe 6 years, 7 years. We're supposed to have a guardian. The last one, believe it or not, a horror story, no wonder the world is in the condition it's in, was Marduk. Okay? He's the Anunnaki, the son of, and
Yep.
right, it's a long story. I won't get into it because I don't want to interlope into what Christian has been doing, because I know it's I've been examining everything, and they failed after all the years that I studied, and it's been documented now that they've failed, and that goes to enforce what Christian has told us, not to listen to anyone. You're going to find that they're all false. Right, and he's right.
They're all bad. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but it's good to follow other things and decide for yourself. because that's what I do. I don't say, okay, yeah, I'm going to just go with it. No, I've been studying my whole life this stuff, and things are coming to, and I'm hoping that I make it to 5D, because I know it's gonna, and apparently from the new guardians are 2 young people. I won't say who they are because I don't want to advertise anybody on here, but I just found them the last few weeks, and they're very young and very intelligent. When they talk, they sound like computers, and they're like, the information that comes out of them is unbelievable. And they profess to their higher selves comes from 13D, oh, no, 7D, and that there is a Guardian Alliance, but not the one that they talk about. That's a phone. It's like the Federation. All that stuff is all the real Guardians that have to be addressed or called to are at 13D. So it's not like the ones that they're talking about. So the Alliance, the Guardian Alliance and Guardian Federation, all that are all like bad. They're all, so I don't know which one. See, the names are confusing for everybody because they use all the same names. So I'm not saying the one that,
The Truther movement create the confusion because there's only the Galactic Ancestral Alliance.
Yeah. But it's not the one that the Galactic Alliance is supposed to be up to 13D. I think that's the one that I would say that Christian addresses, right?
There is only one, though.
Yeah, there's only one though.
But the one that they talk about is they stole the name, I think.
They just made that up though. That's what we're saying. That's the fake truthers just making that up. The
Yeah,
Federation or whatever.
Yeah,
No,
that
no,
one's false. Yeah, for sure.
That's what Christian said. There was first it was the Guardians Alliance, then it was the Galactic Federation, then it was the
Galactic
Ancestral Alliance.
Ancestral Alliance, yeah. That's
Yeah,
how that's
so
the
So there
that's how
is
it went.
one, but it's the 13, whatever is in other words, it's the one that are closest to the creation. The ones that
Yeah.
are not the ones that they say, oh, so and so, and yeah, there's a lot
All
of.
those souls will be children being born here now. They'll be all anything 13th D will be all the indicos from like the 50s onwards,
Yeah,
and then loads towards the end because it's safe now. Loads of
Yeah.
souls, there's like a queue of souls waiting to come in to be born here, to be
Yeah.
here for the end of the Great Awakening.
Right.
Though there's only enough. The souls they need to be here. So. Yeah, so all them souls would be like that sort of people you're talking about. But you don't be like taken off the path by other truthers and other channels and what they say about, because there's so many people talking about the Galactic Federation, the Galactic Alliance, but all this. There's only one. There's one, and there's Earth Alliance and the Galactic Ancestral Alliance, the GAA. They're like the two, but there's obviously the ETs have got their own subdivisions of all that because there's 150 different species that are part of it. So they'll have their own designations, but basically there's one, and it's the same thing. There's only one real narrative, and that's the way the truth.
I maybe not expressing this. I'm bringing up all. Yeah, I've investigated. Like I watch and listen. Yeah, and I found a lot. And and it's really, and the information. I've had a lot of disappointments, but the only one that's never disappointed me so far is what Christian has been doing. Like really, and and
because it all makes sense, doesn't it?
Yeah. And he doesn't ask for anything, and he has the answer for everything fast. Like he's fast because they're real.
Because
You're fast.
he's the only one with his memory. All the rest are saying that they're channeling.
He blows me
Yeah.
away with the
Channeling.
speed that he answers questions at, and he blows me away with how unusual sometimes the answer is that you wouldn't even be able to make that up if you had 3 weeks to answer it. You ain't going to say that. You know what I mean? No way. So yeah.
I was
No,
just
it's real.
listening to the video, sorry to interrupt, of him in St. Albans in the church.
Yeah.
And he was saying how they changed, the organ, the vibration of the organs, because the reason they call it organs is because it's supposed to be a healing center, not a church. So he said before you go into any church, don't think of God, think of it as a community and your ancestors.
Yeah.
And that it's a healing place. Otherwise, you're gonna, probably get some
So when you think of God or your ancestors in a place like that, when you think of not God, or source creation or your soul family, that's a totally different frequency to what that's had there before. When you know the truth and you go to these places, it kind of activates these places a little bit more. You know,
it's like the light web.
Yeah. Yeah. So go to these places, but don't be religious about it. But think about your soul family. Think about the flat plane or what life might have been. Yeah. Think about giants or whatever. Think about those things in these places that will enhance those thoughts and what that can do to raise the consciousness.
Yeah, I hope in the future that everyone doesn't, when they learn about how the religions were like created by the Anunnaki and everyone to control us, that they don't start destroying churches, because then they think, oh well, we can't go into church because
there's not going to be time for that.
They'll be locked down when this happens. Yeah, they'll be locked down when this happens, and they won't come out of lockdown. This will all go off whilst they're locked down, but they'll find out about it.
Already they have been, like even in Canada, like we've had in the past where people are burning churches and stuff, because like then you don't have your healing centers with the with the architecture.
Yeah. Well, 3D is not going to exist, so it won't matter.
Yeah, apparently
some of them will get burned down. They'll burn down some.
Yeah, but definitely. I mean, we don't need them because 3D is not going to exist. So
okay,
that's right.
You have to keep thinking that. Yeah,
it's a different building.
We're in 14 already. A lot of people I've heard. Like
this is just we just came back from the future so we could fix things, and we're going back home.
And today I saw a video, and they were talking about how just recently since they shut off CERN, right? They
did that a long time ago. That's
a long time ago.
Yeah, been done.
Yeah, a long time ago.
2012, 2014.
One Mandela effect they said now is John Denver is alive when he was supposed to be dead. So I don't remember him dead, but he's alive now anyway. I don't know.
I don't know who John Denver is.
He's a singer. He's a singer, but
musician.
Yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't trust all that information, Doreen. I would just stay on the path of Christian and not really get involved in all that.
Okay, I won't keep any more because I want to hear what everyone else has to say. But thank you for letting me.
Well, thanks for sharing.
Yeah, no problem, Doreen. Yeah, great to see you.
Thank you very much.
Lovely to see you.
Yeah, have a good day.
Awesome, Anthony E. Wait a minute, Anthony. There we go. Add spotlight.
Do you need me to do it?
I can't add spot. What's going on here?
I got it. You got to unmute there, Anthony.
There we go. Got me.
I gotcha. You got me?
Oh, okay. Can you bring my thing out on the screen?
Buddy.
Hello, mate. How are you?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
We can hear you. It's just like you're kind of out.
You've got a Lolo mic. That's what it is.
Wonderful to see you all. Amazing to see you all. There's so much going on out there, out here, over here. We had a major storm rip through New York and Connecticut last night, and there are people without power, tree limbs down. I'm out scooting around looking at all the trees and their roots and everything all over. There's a state of emergency in Connecticut. There's a state of emergency in Massachusetts and New York and all of these places. There wasn't prior, but there is now. So the storm is going to fire up again later today. But, I feel bad for all the insurance claims that are to come and the BS that is all to come. But I'm sitting here like I cleaned up my yard. I did this. I got no insurance. I got nothing, this and that. But I don't have a home, and it's going to be a disaster. The insurance aggravation, the loop that is created. Too bad the old fellas are gone because they'd be loving it right here in the Northeast.
Yeah. Right.
Welcome, Doreen. Welcome. Thank you for your service. Whatever you've done, whatever you've been misled to do, you are here now. Thank you for your service. The good things, and you will be enlightened. I got my little scratch sheet here while I'm making special brownies and cookies. Maureen, speaking about the shape of the earth. Hey, Leon.
Hello, Josh. How you doing? Sorry, I'm just making sure I don't lose Wi-Fi. My mum's just going to bed.
Oh, okay.
Is I'm an old 60s, 70s, 80s kind of fella, and back when I was young, we used to have these dessert things that people would bring out with little snacks on this level, and on this level, and on this level, and on this level. And that's what I feel like is a good description of what's going on. You can choose from these little snacks, or the chocolate ones, or the sprinkled ones, or the cheesecake ones, or whatever. It's all right there for you to choose. So that's, and again, it's all out there on everything that you wonderful people post. The incredible images, the incredible videos. I just keep throwing it this way, this way, this way, hoping my friends get the message. I love you all so much. It's crazy. What else?
We love you, Anthony.
Thank you so much. It's been amazing. It's just, I was scooting around on my scooter thinking of you this morning, Kirsten and Christian, wherever you are, man. I fucking love you. I was a big part of my church. I raised my children in the Catholic Church. I sang in the church choir for over 12 years. I was on the church board, the finance committee, the this, the that. I did all the construction on property. I fixed 40 plus windows in all of the buildings, 3 buildings, church, school. I did everything for 15 years, but I not once.
So, Anthony.
But I didn't believe in God. I was there for my children to pass on what I was somewhat taught, programmed to think, but never aligned. So here we are today. My children are still lost. They're not all about God either and this and that. They're still a little in between, but they're building their lives. They're still in that building your life, getting finances, this and that. But I'm fucking all that shit's done. Let's fucking, all right. So, but my church, I finally spoke with my pastor and I told her I don't believe in God. I don't believe in planets. I don't believe in space. I believe that and so on, which led me to Donald Trump winning the election and saving my life and changing this world. And not just him, but everyone involved and all the past people that we've all listened to and now discounted. But now that it's all out there and Trump has done this and we're all there and we're all on board, it's an amazing feeling that we can all share and understand that we are so insignificant in such a grand scheme. We have been so manipulated. We have been so taken over. It's enlightening and wonderful to feel so free at this moment. I'm fighting court. I drive illegal. I was on my Harley yesterday, driving illegally. I went out for dinner. I went over here for drinks. I'm doing this but it's a different world today. I wouldn't have done this 10 years ago. Are you kidding me? I wouldn't have done it.
Yeah.
We're in a different world now. And again, thank you, Leon, and other people online who I found years ago who have also pushed me towards this. But now I'm the crazy dude. But it's all good. I left my church. Yeah, I left my church in 2012 after many years of service, many the budgets we went over and the bullshit. How can you not support your church and the building and this and that? And then I understood that it's all going this way, not that way.
Yeah. Well, churches attract a lot of good people. Churches attract good people because it's a good place. It's, and where else do you go if you're good and you want to be involved in something good? So they minimize your options while giving you loads of options. They minimize what you're actually going to be into. It's very clever how they've done all this, but it's with options and choices. That's how they use your consciousness against us, isn't it? They use our consciousness against us with options and choices. And it's so easy to see. Without Christian's intel, no one would ever have known this. This is more proof in the pudding. No one would have known any of this without Christian coming along. I wouldn't have ever known none of this. I would never have pieced any of that together because the options aren't on the table. You've only got what they give you coming from Freemasons all throughout history.
what mainstream media and what the news tells you, and so on and so on.
Yep, and all that minutia.
I worked in my church building, in the attic, in the steeple. I've seen miles and miles from my steeple. I rang the church bell. I worked on the organ. I fixed the ceilings in the organ. I was in there when that thing was vibrating. And none of it brought me to God.
No.
None of it. Singing in the choir for 12 years never brought me to God, never brought me to the belief that I'm going to be saved, never. So, boom, the world for me changed in 2012 when I left the church. And then, again, one thing after another spiraling out of control, and so on, that led to Donald Trump, and then from Donald Trump led to bullshit, who led to 2020, that led to COVID, that led to Christian, that led to this, and here we are today. Fucking wonderful. Wonderful. Okay, I'm out there with my truck. I talk to all the people paving my road with this bullshit asphalt that's killed. I don't want, but my message, your message, our message, Christian's message is out there. And anytime I get a chance, I'm poking, I'm there, I'm posting, I'm liking, I'm this and that. It gets overwhelming, especially keeping up with an illegal car, an illegal motorcycle, an illegal this, taking care of a dog and this and that, and not even working. I don't even work anymore, and I don't even have enough time.
How was the reaction of the pastor when you said, I don't believe in God?
She said, we can talk about that. And I said, well, because I didn't grow up watching Star Trek, I saw Star Wars 1, maybe 2, and I'm like, yeah, that's real somewhere else, but on TV and this and that, and I never fell into that and got Star Wars shirts and this and that, never into the Adidas, Nike, never into falling into any of the mainstream bullshit. I was always like, nope, give me, so where we are now is we are so frigging informed and so understanding of where we've come from, what we've been through, and where we're going, thanks to Christian, and thank goodness he found you, Leon.
Leon found Christian. He knocked on the door, and Christian miraculously answered.
I was going to hunt him down. If he didn't get back to me, I'd have hunted him down.
That's right. You would have waited. You would have camped out in the cemetery where he walks the dog all the time. And then Christian's walking by. You pop out of your tent. Christian!
Well, you know what?
That was the plan.
Yeah. An absolute pleasure meeting Kirsten, Christian, everybody in North Wilmington, and fracturing DC, what we did, and it's just been an amazing ride. I just wanted to pop in because I've been busy with this and that, and now we've had a major storm, so I'm cleaning up neighbors' yard, my yard, so on and so on, fixing my illegal car, so when it does rain, I can drive my illegal car, not my illegal motorcycle, out on the road. So it's really... still, Leon, fighting court, haven't heard from them. I don't think they want to hear from me, but 2.5 years on a DUI, and they still have to, and I'm ready to go to trial, but they don't want me to go to trial. I'm like, bring it, So
that's the attitude, mate. That's the attitude. When they know that you're a bit of a live wire and you're going to say a lot of unsettling truths, they don't want you standing in front of a magistrate if they think you know half what you know. They can't have it because it will be very embarrassing for them. And it could end up getting them nicked. They could end up getting arrested.
I haven't even done filing or arresting me in my front yard and kidnapping me, stealing my Harley. The night they arrested me illegally and detaining me on my travel back home on my private vehicle, all that bullshit. I told them, I've been fighting it forever, and I
try and do it all in one letter. I try and do the whole thing in one letter. It's a 3-letter process normally, but I just go way over the top, tell them all about the empty offices, all about all the crimes against humanity, all why a promissory note is legal, for instance, if that is required in the letter. I just tell them everything in one letter, and then that puts the fear of God in them. You might get another letter out of fear, they just, out of not fear, out of, someone's just triggered another letter. But, to be honest, they having you in court is not something that they want to do. Whether they're the police or whoever, the magistrate won't want to see you. That's what I was thinking before. If you play this right, they're not going to want you there because you're a lot of trouble for them. A lot of trouble. They'd rather just, oh, put him at the back of the queue. And then next year, oh, put him at the back of the queue. He's still going nuts. Look, oh, look, we seen him online the other day. He's still going mad. Yeah. Keep doing that, mate. They won't want you.
I fully expected them to pull me in on tomorrow's Monday, Tuesday. I fully expected them to have a letter sent out and pull me in the day after July 5th, because that's what they've been doing, is fucking with me on holidays, and that's when they pulled me in on Columbus Day weekend, and I spent 5 days in jail.
Yeah, that's right. But you've given lots of interviews. You've given them interviews, and you've told them stuff. They know what you think about what's going on, don't they? So they don't want that hassle. That's a lot of hassle for them to have you in court, because you could say a load of stuff because it's all recorded in court. Do you know what I mean? You could even start talking about the White Hats in court and say, who the fuck is paying your wages right now? Yeah, you might have wondered why. Yeah, the empty offices, all that one. They won't want you there, mate. No way. Very embarrassing to have you there. Not cost effective to have you in court. You'll probably find that if you keep the same vehicle, they probably won't stop you again either. They probably won't even stop you. They'll be, oh no, that's that geezer. Fuck that.
No,
yeah, the one that we couldn't put in front of court.
All they got to do is go online, and they don't want him.
No,
they go online and see Anthony and go, nope, nope.
In front of my fucking truck with my dog, my daughter's dog, Vida, and I said, "Look at my truck. Do you understand what you're doing?" And they're like, you're in big trouble. You don't understand what you're at. I'm like, I'm pointing at my truck as I'm getting cuffed. Fucking classic. But good stuff. But all right, let me not take any more of your time. I love you all dearly. Christian,
big time. Love you too, brother.
Leon, Gary, Kirsten,
big
love you
Anthony.
all. Absolutely.
Love you, Anthony.
Love you too.
There we go. Harley. How are
Harley,
you?
hello, mate.
Click the unmuted. No, yes, no. Do you need it again?
Yeah, there we go.
Oh, you got it.
Hi. How's everybody?
Good. How are you?
Nice to see everybody. I feel like I just have to keep catching up to watch everything. So it's so great to be here. And then I get on and I got to get right off and go do something. So hi.
Hi, Harley.
Leon, I'm so glad you're here because I loved the Dark Crystal series. It was like, I felt like it was my speed, like tell me everything, but I don't need to see all the, But at the end, lovely Deet took on the darkness.
Yeah.
That was a bummer. I like to think that she's going to break free from it, that she has the strength because she was so pure.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's just how they've ended it. Probably for a planned future series, we won't get to see that. Though,
I thought about that too.
They've already
yeah,
made it. Yeah,
right.
But no, it's brilliant. It shows everything in that, and the darkness is interesting, mind blowing. Because Claudio mentioned in his book.
Did he? I just got the new book.
Yeah, that the parasites, another thing they've done, which is totally out of any possibility that they would be able to get away with this, is they've started making moves on Realm 2 by affecting the crops with disease and sickness. They've already started that a few years ago, 40, 50 years ago or something. So the darkness, they show everything in that series.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
How the darkness
they've done that to our crops for 30,000 years. Do you know what I mean? So, and they're now starting to do it in Realm 2. So crazy, isn't it? But it's a brilliant series.
It is brilliant.
The revelation is every single sentence in that series has got revelation in it.
Right. Yep. And how they joined forces and how all the races were pitted against each other and how they start to see.
And the NPC stained, it goes into that, and how that, it's brilliant, isn't it?
It is, it's
Father,
brilliant.
Dreamcast with me. He says, Father, Dreamcast with me, and I'll prove it. And he's like, no, I'm not getting your sickness.
You get a disease. Right.
It's like everyone's family 3 Christmases ago.
You're contagious. Yeah. It's just, how everything gets spun against you. So if you don't toe the line, they make you look a fool. Yeah,
it can't be.
You can't even live in your society.
It can't be. The Lords couldn't lie. They're the guardians of the crystal. They wouldn't lie to us. Come on.
Right. And then recently, I I grew up in a town in Massachusetts on the coast, and when we were growing up there were a lot of poor people. We were poor, but there was a street in the town that was all mansions, and it was beautiful. How it was on a river, and it just had a lot of things about it that were really charming. And now nobody without money can afford to live there. And I still have to go back there because I take care of my dad, but I do this huge circle, so I don't have to deal with the town. So I just go around the town, because it's like it's a shitty vibe when you go there. Everybody there is it's NPCs, it's wealth, it's
just money.
Well,
I got more than you. I'm better than you.
NPCs get given what they need.
The vibe is, do you know who I am? That's the vibe there, you know? And we have a joke, you know, do you need me to get your doctor and find out who you are? Do you not know who you are? You know, just that kind of. But,
have a look in the back of your shirt. Did your mum sew it on?
Is your name on the back? But all of the areas around here are like that. So if it's beautiful, they take it over. They push all the true souls out, because we can't stay, because we can't afford it. And we're not willing to walk on someone to make money.
True souls would need to lose that house so that an NPC can move into it. That's how it works.
Exactly. Yeah.
The whole society is geared like that by grades and what people aspire to, and the way NPCs latch onto things. What they want in life involves academic stuff. They really want all that, you know. So that's how it's so clever. We were talking about it today with this as well, because we were with Keith and we drove through a lot of areas with some amazing houses, like £5-6 million houses in the beautiful countryside that you've ever seen between Portsmouth and London. And but all this is all NPCs. They need to have all that to lure everybody else, who they come into contact with and who hears about them. It's the minutiae of that whole thing is that mechanism is very clever.
It is very clever.
And but it's very visible. When you're awake, it's so easy to see it. You know what I mean? With Christian's
it
intel,
is. It's the when you know, because it's so obvious. And when you're dealing with them and talking to them, it's almost futile to do it. So that's why I do that huge around. Please don't make me deal with them. And then the other thing, Kristen, you brought up the Freemasons, and you drove by and you saw the light was on and a car was out front. I drive by a Freemasonic lodge every day because it's a half a mile from my house. And I don't know, maybe 3 years ago, you could tell they were having a meeting because there were a lot of cars crammed in the lot. But they had special license plates. And did it get my goose? Because I said, that shows definitively that they're interlinked with all of our government systems if they can have a special license plate. And it just got my goose. So just another, there it is right in front of us.
You've got to kill kids to get a special license plate that. You've got to be in the group.
You got to be a son of a bitch to get in that club.
That's a weird thing that compared to Canada, we don't have those plates. You guys, the
special
States
plate
has a lot of the
It's called narcissistic.
Narcissistic plates.
You got to pay extra for those. And then someone posted, I don't know who posted it, but it was memes with music, and it's something about the lips.
Leon did.
I don't know what the lips is. Can you tell me what that is? Why they get their lips filled?
Oh, that's it's more mockery, and they wanted to replicate female lady bits.
Okay.
That's why basically.
Okay.
Yeah. It's just more mockery.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay.
Everything is.
Yeah.
I think that covered it all. But that series was just, I loved it. Yeah.
Yes, it's brilliant. What a brilliant series.
Yeah. And I love, so whenever I watch the videos, I'm always writing down what people say, you know, so I have little bits of paper all over my house. Gotta watch this, gotta watch that.
I'm watching The Last Ship. That's really good.
The Last Ship?
Mm-hmm. Okay. On Netflix. Mm-hmm.
The Last Ship.
Yeah, it's good.
What's that about?
The virus.
Excellent. All right, we'll have a gander.
Yeah, they get the virus is killing everyone in the world, and they get a vaccine for it.
Oh yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay.
Wow.
All right.
Sorry, what did you say, Harley? You cut out. on my end.
I was just laughing. Yeah.
She said it's a long series.
It's
Yeah.
5 seasons.
Okay.
That is good.
That is
I'm on
good.
season 2. It's really good.
Right. And then something else recently, I know someone brought up about, I don't remember the name of it, but they had to keep coming back as a team until they got it right. They had to keep coming back.
Travelers?
Yeah, it must have been.
Travelers.
That sounds
Travelers,
yeah.
maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that made me think of how many times we've come back.
That's got a lot of parallels in it to what's going on right now, that has Travelers. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because in a way, that is kind of what happens. In a way, yeah.
Yeah, it is.
So they can
Yeah.
intervene in past, present, all that sort of stuff. They can intervene by doing
Right.
that sort of stuff.
And one little change changes the whole dynamic.
One little change, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
So they crashed that H1 Orion event that what they call Roswell here. So
Yeah.
that they gave the planet the transistor, but they knew, like, so the Benevolence done it. So it was the
They
Anakin
planned-
technology.
I just started
the
reading
Anakin
that.
technology being so advanced, they've got the best technology. They scanned them 2 Orion grays from Orion craft, realised they were 2 mobile genetic labs, brought them both down with the intention, because they were allowed to, because of what they had on the ship, contrary
Right.
to all the treaties. So they crashed that, knowing that out of those 2 craft would get Kevlar, the circuit board, the transistor, night vision. But they knew the Cabal would get it, the deep state. But they knew that at some point in the future, 30, 40, 50 years' time, that positive factions would also get that technology, and it would
be able
speed
to
up the
use it.
awakening process.
Right.
That's why we
Right.
can do this now on a mobile phone,
It's
because
brilliant.
the Anakin crashed 2 craft in 1947. It's amazing, isn't it? It's very
Right.
clever.
I love
because
that.
previously
Yeah,
we
it's
thought
very-
that it was that technology was swapped for children, and that's how the parasites gave us that technology, but it wasn't.
Right.
The Cabal also used that and made a big thing about it. How they do? Sorry, the custodians turned it into Roswell, a big financial thing, films, TV series, and then they wiped loads of crew members' minds, and they
Right.
compartmentalised the whole thing and used it to their advantage. But
Right.
ultimately, it was to the White Hat's advantage, because it sped up. Because the Cabal wouldn't have had us with using mobile phones yet. That we wouldn't have got that far, probably. They wouldn't
And is
want
that the
us to have
same with
that.
the
They wanted us
internet?
to have the internet.
Right.
Eh? Yeah,
'Cause
they
it-
want us to have the internet. We would have had mobile phones, but we wouldn't. I mean, we wouldn't be alive now since 2019 anyway. But they had a different plan. They weren't going to give us all this technology so quickly. But because of that, that was a forced technology. It was forced on us. But it
Yeah, all the transistor and the circuit boards. Then that,
Right.
that-
yeah, because before
Semiconductors,
computers used to have to get hot. Computing involved a big room of valves and red mercury and all that shit. You know, they had them valves and capacitors. It was a big, but then the transistor scaled technology down to what we're using now,
Right.
which sped up the whole awakening process, which
Right.
is just fascinating.
It is
Yeah.
fascinating. It's
one of
absolutely
those big
fascinating.
explosions of the red mercury.
It would have been 2016, Leon, because that's when
Hey?
Trump beat Hillary. Hillary was about to push the button.
Yeah,
I'm talking about the vacuum tubes.
we'd all be
That's what I
dead by
want to say.
2019. Is what I mean. It would take them about a year or 2.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that we
They'll
would
wipe
have
us
started
all out.
right away.
Yeah.
We'd all be gone by 2019. There wouldn't have been
Yeah.
no 2020.
Well, you guys said they do it. They're playing out the parasitic plan, and then they would have taken out a whole bunch, and then it would have went 15 minutes. When it went a bit slower, would have went 15-minute cities, and then all that. That's what you guys were saying.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
All right.
So the cabal is not in charge, unlike what the fake truthers say.
Yeah.
I wouldn't know. I only stay here. Keeping it
No, I
simple.
know. I'm not telling you. I'm just saying
I
in
know.
general, like everyone that keeps talking about the cabal.
I just can't even. Yeah.
The
Just
cabal,
can't
it's
even.
good. It sounds good. It keeps everyone interested. You know, it
Keeps them in the loop.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like a piece of bait they just keep throwing out, and and
Mhm.
everybody is so afraid they feel like they have to know, so they just keep coming back.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, anyone who's slightly awake, they're looking at all the top truthers. They're looking at 20 or 30 different people, and they're trying to work out what's going on from that, because that's
They're-
what I was doing. So everyone was doing that. But the thing
They're
is,
all
not
in
one of those people know what they're talking about. They're all going along with that fake narrative.
Right.
It's
Because
not the
they're all in a
mainstream narrative.
circuit. They're all in a
It's the
circuit. They're on
awakening
the same
narrative. It's not the
circuit.
mainstream. Yeah,
Yep.
they're on
The
the same echo chamber circuit.
Yep.
Right. Well,
They
and
all
they
have
all
to
have
say
each
the
other
same-
on each other's shows, and then
Mhm.
it's just all
And they
it's-
sell the products and everything.
Yeah, buy your gold. Don't forget to buy some gold. And
That's
gold's
right.
not good. Buy the silver. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Get yourself a T-shirt and a mug and pay another month's subscription, $14.99, and you'll be sweet.
Mhm. Yep. Yep. Hey, I have Jason Q's autograph from a long time ago.
I mean, I love Jason in the beginning because he was telling us truths like Christian way
Yeah.
before Christian.
But
I
he
love
got
Jason,
sidetracked,
loved
but
him.
then
He got-
Jason sold himself out
He did.
like the rest of them.
He
Yeah.
did.
So
Yep.
it
They
is
got
what it
to him.
is. Mhm.
Yep.
money, greed, whatever
Mhm.
it was, cooking. Yeah, he was good though. He was a good brain. He was a brilliant brain.
Oh, he
And then he got
was.
totally,
He was
And I
great.
loved
totally
how he didn't
sidetracked.
care. That's
No.
why I liked him so much. You know, people were
Yeah, I
always
mean,
telling him to stop swearing, and he was
that's
like,
how I learned about the Anunnaki was through Jason Q.
"Yep, same.
Mhm.
Yep, loved him."
Kirsten was right there on Truth Tour 2.
Me too. Me and I think
I
they
went
went to you
I went to
first.
Charleston, South Carolina.
I was in. It wasn't. It was just outside of Boston.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's just
Wow.
outside of Boston.
Imagine if you
It was
guys
a-
were at the same one. That would have been crazy.
That would have been
Wouldn't that be
nuts.
funny?
Harley?
That would have been great. Oh my gosh, I love
Harley
it.
comes on the show and you're like, man, she looked so
I
familiar.
know her.
God,
Where do I
know
know
her.
her from? Hmm.
somewhere before. Where?
I'll show my T-shirt sometime.
Ooh,
Ooh.
cool.
I think I have one. They gave it to me for free because I donated like $20 to them or something.
I found a lady that was on. She was writing a lot of stuff, and she wrote a lot of good truth stuff. And one of her T-shirts said, "We need more leaders and less followers." And that was my T-shirt that I wore to the show, and I had him sign that. So yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
So
That's
there was
good.
Corey's digs or something like that. She would dig holes and find truths. But yeah, it was really good. But Christian's way better.
Oh yeah.
Yep. Lot more pieces came together. I'm
Yeah.
so chill. It's all good. And my family's a mess. My sister is just losing it. It's really scary.
I'm going to.
Paranoia and yeah, just really I don't know who I'm going to talk to when I answer the phone. So that really sucks. Never saw that coming.
Yeah.
Why is
And
that? What, stress or what?
my sister,
Yeah, you stress through stress or
I
anxiety?
think so. When she woke up, we both woke up at the same time. But for her, the waking up was the QFS, and I was moving away from that, and she moved deeper into it. You know, she was just buying Trump bucks and she was buying into the whole thing. And when that fell apart, I think that something happened, and I think that the frequencies are changing, and she cannot adapt, and so she's in a loop, a thought loop, and she can't break the loop. I mean, the things she'll say to me, she'll send me a text and say, "Stop going into my house and moving my shoes."
Wow.
I'm just like, honey, I didn't go to your house. You know, it's just, I didn't move your shoes. And it's just so sad. What do you even say to that?
Yeah.
You said if I went into your house, it wouldn't be to move your shoes.
I said, I live a half hour away from your house. I mean, I'm not going to drive there.
Just driving over there, you had to move your shoes around and then I'm out of here.
No, next time she says that you didn't find them.
Oh, too funny.
Just messed.
Well, love you all. Thank you.
I love you, Harley.
You too, Harley.
Bye.
Nice to see you.
Bye.
Darling.
Yeah, great
Big
to see
love.
you, Harley.
Big.
Big love.
Oh, sorry. I think she was gonna say big love to Leon, but
I heard. I did
turned
catch
it off.
the end of that there. Big love,
Sorry, Harley.
Hello. Can you
Hello,
hear me?
Robin.
Hi,
Yeah.
Robin.
I wasn't going to raise my hand, but I pestered Doreen into putting her hand up and introducing herself, and Maria helped, or Marie helped. So, anyway, now I'm kind of shocked because we're like on parallel paths. She's 70 years old. I'm 70 years old. She's a veteran. I'm a veteran. You know, it's just funny. So I just had to say, hi, Doreen. I'm glad you raised your hand, you know. And there was some other thing that's been kind of pestering me this week is, we got all the people from the world coming over here for soccer, and they're reacting to being in the United States. And it got me thinking. I said, because it's like everywhere they go, even here in Seattle, the Belgians are here and they're just reacting, saying, how nice everybody is. I go, nice in Seattle? Are you kidding me? Well, yeah, there's still some problems, like the main park in the middle of town. They have like transgender gangs going around beating people up. So I don't know what that's about. I mean,
That's messed up.
Yeah, it's pretty messed up.
Well, sorry, they've got teams of transgender people going around beating people up.
Yeah.
Transgender gangs.
Really?
It's Seattle.
Is that a thing out there, is it?
Yes, it's Seattle.
You think Portland is weird, Seattle's worse.
Yeah, true.
You live out in the sticks though, Robin, don't you? You live out where Sasquatch live and that.
I don't even go downtown ever. I haven't been down there for 3 years now. I haven't been downtown. Too weird. But
I don't blame you.
Yeah, I live up in the mountains and I stay away from it. But what I'm wondering, and this is something that's kind of bugging me, because I look at the difference between, and it's only because you can look to how people react in different places. They're from Europe, but they're reacting differently. Could it be, and I'm just asking the question, so maybe they're on a lower level of ether, like they're on maybe 3.5D and we're at 3.8D or something, because it's like the ether level must be different here. They wouldn't be reacting this differently.
Maybe they're happy because they're enjoying themselves and they're like on holiday, quote unquote. They're vibing high because of that. Or are you talking about cultural difference? Like a Portuguese probably more behaved than English people on holiday. I know that for sure.
Well, it was just like we're going, oh, this is so nice here. Everybody's so nice here. I'm going, what? We're just us. We're just normal,
Yeah.
And
maybe they're not so nice in Belgium, so they think Seattle is great.
Maybe they're used to going to like the UK soccer games or football games.
Yeah.
Where there's riots all over the place and people drunk and
people killing each other and that.
It seems like it's
just a typical game. Just a typical game.
It's an emotional or different something's going on, because there were people like this, and this is a German, okay, a middle-aged German guy who's, Germany got knocked out of the competition, so he's having to leave from Texas, from Dallas, and he was literally in tears. He kept trying to hide it too, because Germans, they don't cry easy. And this guy was bursting into tears, like he couldn't stop bursting into tears about going back to Germany. Like that's his home, and he doesn't want to, he's sad because he has to go there, So I just wonder if there's maybe just a little difference in levels in the US than Europe, That's just my thought. Kind of.
Good thought.
I don't know, might be just I don't know, Europe, maybe after COVID they put everything's like tightened up. Everything is like tighter.
Yeah, less free.
Sort of free-ish.
Less free. It's definitely less free. I didn't even think about how free we are in the United States until these people come over. Oh, we can go wherever we want. We don't have to answer to this or that. We can just do it,
Except unless there's tranny hate gangs there, then you can't. Maybe that. I find that well strange. That's a new one. I've not heard anything like that before.
Well, I'm serious. This guy, he was talking, and people were saying, "Oh, you're having to leave," and all these people in Texas are being really nice to him, and he's bursting into tears every 5 minutes while they're talking to him. He's like trying to hide it, but he's
maybe he was depressed that his team lost. because people cry that love football. They cry when their team loses. Some of them.
Yeah,
I've seen
well,
it.
I don't know, maybe, but he didn't seem, was disturbed about having to leave all these people he met and all the love that was there. I mean, it was just weird. And I'm going, is there a difference in levels, like within this layer versus that layer? It's like, you know. But anyway, that's what I thought. And anyway, I'm glad Doreen was able to get on and introduce herself. And the other thing about leaving, your church, people are talking about that, like had to give up religion. And that was a little tough for me because I was Catholic. So, but the thing that did it for me, and this is before I even got into Christian, is when the Pope said you should get the shot, the COVID shot. I said, that is unholy. He cannot, that was pure evil. I said, no.
Yep.
And
and you saw that coming. Yeah, good for you, man.
Yeah, it's weird. The COVID shot was a big divider for a lot of people.
It was supposed to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It was like, did you choose wisely or did you choose poorly?
Yeah, big IQ test, biggest IQ test ever carried out on the public. That was. And died suddenly was the second biggest IQ test. Yeah.
Well, anyway, besides that, churches are expensive. I can't afford them anymore. They always want money for something.
It's always a new roof. They always need a new roof. They get through more roofs than any other building on the face of the planet. Church roofs. They wear out every 5 years, don't they?
Yeah, the last time I went to church was like 15 years ago, and it was the church that I didn't really go that much, but it was the church I would call my church. And they got $1 million organ. And I was like, why would you spend $1 million on that? Why wouldn't you help people with that money? So it didn't make sense to me. I just said, I don't need to go there anymore. But the priest or the pastor, whatever you call them, she said, open your hearts and your wallets. This was Christmas time. And I was like, open your wallets, huh? Wow.
That blatant.
That blunt and direct.
Brazen.
Yeah. I was like, I'm out of here. Never to go back again.
That was the end of that.
Yeah, you can save a lot of money by not going to a church. That's pretty handy.
Yep.
Well,
hey, the U.S. play Belgium tomorrow, but the last game they made it so it was like chilly, right? You guys were having cold weather, and
we're still having cold weather.
I know, but I'm saying because that's where the U.S. is playing. Everyone else is having this hot, humid. They need water breaks. They need, and here's the U.S. playing in Seattle with like nice, calm, crisp air. They're wearing little light jackets to warm up in.
Yeah, it's like I haven't gotten out of a bunny hug for about a couple weeks now. It's just been cool all the time. So
the summer that never was.
Yeah. We're starting to see the year without the summer here.
Yeah, creeping in.
Yeah. Well, and
Leon, it did snow somewhere. Where did we say it snowed?
Montana.
No, I did some research. I thought, everybody kept saying it was Wisconsin, and I found the actual news article where it snowed in Montana and it closed the pass. That's how much it snowed. It wasn't just
this was like last week, though.
Yeah. No, this was this week.
Oh, this week. Yeah, it's July. Yeah.
Yeah, July.
So there's your snow, Leon.
Yes.
I mean, it's enough in Montana to close the pass between Montana and so that was a lot.
We've got a 40-degree heat wave coming next week. We've got another heat wave coming, so I'm hopeful for snow at any moment after that, to be honest.
I know, right? No, bring the snow on. Let's go.
Bring it on.
All right, thanks, Robin.
Okay.
Bring the snow.
Big love, Robin.
Big love, Robin.
Why does it? Let's do it up here.
Do you want me to do it?
I click on it and nothing happens. What the hell?
I got her. Face. Tracy.
My Zoom is messed up.
Yes. Are you
My
Tracy?
Zoom is all jacked up.
Are you Tracy? I'm pretty sure you're Tracy.
Yeah, I didn't hear it.
Yeah,
I didn't
me?
hear it. No shit. Just because I didn't hear it. No, seriously. I'm sorry. I did something with my dog and I didn't hear you. I'm sorry. I apologize.
Oh no, it's fine. I was just giving you a hard time.
Get back to Steve. I have to get back to him and Susanna. He was trying to ask he's a visual man. So he's a cabinet maker, right? It makes sense. It's almost like it makes sense. He mentioned the flat earth, right? I hope they're still watching. And
they are still watching.
Okay. And he was trying to understand the shape of what we are in. So Leon, you know I love you. Okay. I love you. But I think it went a little too deep. I think
sorry.
he was trying to get the shape. So he was trying to understand. He heard about flat earth and he was trying to visualize it. If we could explain to him a flat surface with a dome over an ice wall that surrounds us.
Yeah,
so
like 178 dartboards all laid out.
Right. And I mean, I have the map. Well, a lot of us do, but we kind of got it. I got it right away. As soon as somebody said something about a flat earth, I'm like, makes sense. But I wanted him to understand it's a flat plane with just a dome over us, right?
Yeah, but it's overlaid though, like this. That's the thing.
I know, I understand, but let's just get him past this part.
All right.
Yeah.
We're not a ball space doing how many thousands of miles per hour, spinning like an idiot. You see what I'm saying? To the spiral thing. I think that's what he was trying to ask about. And if I'm
got a bit carried away there.
I apologize. I'm just trying to help. I just kind of felt
No, good point. Good point.
Yeah. No, I'm just saying anyway.
And, you know what? I thought Keith in the video the other day, I thought Keith did a great job explaining the flying bit. You know, it's like when you're going 70 miles an hour on the highway and everything is going shoot, shoot, shoot. But then you're in a plane and the clouds are just sitting there and you're like, why aren't they going shoot? We're going 500 miles an hour. Everything should be going like this, right?
And what did he say? He said that on the plane to people, and then they said they had no answer. They were like,
True. That's like so good. That's awesome.
It was great.
People's argument would be, people's argument to that would be, oh no, because the clouds are further away. But in many instances, they're not.
No,
you're going
they're not.
through it. You're going through it, and it ain't going jump.
Come on. We've been flying through the clouds on planes. Like, okay, everything just stays stationary, you know? Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah.
I just kind of felt badly that I wanted Steve to understand that it's a flat surface. There's a dome over us, and then we can get into the rest of the layers and how it goes. You know what I mean?
And the other times, like 178 dartboards of different sizes, all laid out in a rough circle, roughly, with a bit of water in between. Each one's got a dome over it, each dartboard, and there's one in the middle. That's where we are. But there's a dome over all of the other domes as well. So all of them dartboards are all kept safe by one great big dome, and that's the great dome itself.
Right,
that is the physical plane.
Like, it's hard to remember, like, you know, we went through it in a procession the way Christian was supposed to lay it out to us because that's what they wanted him to do. So we learned it like this in the steps that we were supposed to learn it in. But the ones that are learning now, you forget and you go, oh, because it's hard to go all the way back to the beginning and go, because you've learned so much since then that it's hard to go back to that beginning and go, oh, wait.
Right.
That's why I revert back to Christian's earliest videos or KBS videos or something like that. I don't know, just way back in the beginning because I don't remember.
And Steve's going through KBS. He's probably a huge fan of KBS shows.
That's right.
Steve, which one are you on? What KBS?
We're going to get them lined up.
Yeah.
So I was listening to Anthony. He's like, I'm driving illegal. I'm doing this illegal. I'm like, you're not the only one, okay? Ever since the last time they arrested me, I'm like, I'm done. That's it. I can't get on a plane and I don't care. I can't get a passport and I don't care. I can't get anything, but I drive. I do go here, go there, and I'm just done with it. So I have no car insurance, no registration, no license, no nothing, and I don't really give a rat's ass. I mean, don't get me wrong. I pulled up next to a cop and like kind of looked over and went, "Oh, here we go," and then he just keeps going. I'm like, "Okay, great."
Yeah, you set the intention that he's not going to see you. Set the intention he's not going to see you, and he doesn't.
You're right. Well, I have my special intentions. I do every single day, actually. Yeah, I do that little thing every
You're normal. You're just traveling.
Well, the thing is, they're NPCs and their programmers left years ago. So who's programming them now? That's us.
Yeah.
With our consciousness.
Right, totally. And I'm sorry for all the people that got hit by that storm up there in New York and
I know that was really bad.
I know we're gonna get some tonight. It bypassed us here outside of Philadelphia and New Jersey, but I'm sure we're gonna get it tonight, supposedly. But I just feel badly for everybody in this heat with no electricity. You got to be kidding me.
I know.
It's brutal.
Jersey was hit by what was the storm that they were hit hard by?
Sandy? You mean way back when?
Sandy. Yeah, Sandy was
bad.
That was Jersey was bad.
Yeah, that was. I mean, I've done hurricanes down in Florida when I lived down there, but that Sandy being up and we weren't prepared for any of that. None of it. Not being in Philadelphia, New Jersey, we weren't prepared for any of that. Yeah, people lost their electricity for months. I mean, it was just absurd.
Yeah, it was very destructive, Sandy. Yeah.
Yeah, it was. And then people still kept going back out to the shoreline, paying that flood insurance. I'm like, how can you even afford that? It's insane. Like Harley was saying, you're driving down these streets and all these wealthy people, and it's just like, they can afford to rebuild it. It's almost like they have I don't know what it is, but they're able to go redo and pay that amount of obnoxious money, which is so sickening. She's 100% right.
Or they finance it, for like the, going to debt big time.
Debt?
Not these rich people.
The flood insurance is more than the flipping mortgage, and they still pay it. Like it is in Florida. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, it's crazy.
It's just like car insurance. Like when somebody hits you, you don't have anything to do with it. Somebody hits you. Guess whose insurance goes up?
Exactly.
Yours. You're like, wait, how does this work? Right. I've been paying this for years. Yeah, they don't care.
Insurance is to have, but never to use.
Exactly.
Yeah, well.
Exactly right.
If you don't have an accident, at the end of the year, if you don't have an accident, they should give you that money back because you haven't needed it.
You're funny.
Shit. But then, I'm getting, harassed by my boss is like, what did you do about your, your taxes and all this? I'm like, taxes? What do you want me to do? What are you talking about? So did you file? I'm like, they already took the taxes. What are you talking about? He's like, you're going to go to jail. I'm like, for what?
They all say that. They all say that. Yeah, they all the NPCs say that.
All in your business. I'm like, okay, I don't think I understand you. Just they took it out of my check, so they kept it, and that's that. I call it a day, okay? In this third realm, you know what I mean? Yeah,
exactly.
Right?
They took it out of my Sesta KB.
Yeah, exactly.
You're not getting it again.
Double it down. You know what I mean? Whatever it is. All right. I just wanted to bring up Steve and Susanna. I'm so sorry, Steve, if I
Good point, though.
set my mouth.
Oh, it was a good. That was a good point, Tracy.
All right, sweetheart. I love you all. Love you all.
All right, love you, Tracy.
Love you. Thank you.
Big love.
I can't. Oh, there it worked this time.
You got it to work, yeah.
There we go. My Zoom's all jacked up.
Hi.
Hi, Tony.
Hey, how you doing?
How are you?
How are you?
Everybody? Good, thank you. I have a question for Leon from last week. I brought up the exorcism with the priests taking out the demons out of the people. Did you go back to Christian and ask him about that?
I was with him. I was with him for the last few days, but I haven't brought that up with him. But I will do. He's a bit tied up this evening and tomorrow, but I will speak to him and I'll make sure I ask him. Yeah.
Okay.
So the question was, What was it? The question was,
Is
what happened?
is it true? Is that fake? Is that all made up with the priest taking the demons out of
And
it?
what's the deal with the exorcism? Is what's the purpose of it? What's the whole, you know?
Yeah.
What's
Is
the
that
deal with
real?
it?
I did ask him that. I did ask him that way back in the beginning, and I'm pretty sure that it's just all fake. But I'll clarify that. I can't remember exact answer, but I'll clarify it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because why would
Because
a
my
demon be scared of something
well, what
that's
would be
not
the
even real?
purpose of it, though?
Yeah, what's the whole
money, loosh, money, more belief in death, more belief. You know,
What, they
want people
charge you to do an exorcism?
Well, yeah, but you got the genre of films that come out, haven't you? The Exorcist, one,
well,
two,
yeah,
three,
but...
4, 5,
Right, yeah,
all
yeah.
that.
That's the first time I ever even heard
belief
about
in
this
death.
with that movie, and that was how many years ago was that? That was in the
70s. That was in the 70s. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're cashing in on it. There's, I mean, you know, like Christian said, there's 100 reasons why they do stuff. So, but what's the main reason? What they, you know, what do they want from it?
Good
I don't
question,
know.
though,
Like
Joey.
they're looshing
Good
out of
question.
it, though. Maybe they get a lot of loosh from it. What's the loosh
Yeah.
angle?
Yeah. But
it does a lot of things, doesn't it? It's cementing the fear of death again as well, because it's like terrible things that happen and then you die. All that. There's probably like 200 fucking reasons for that. But yeah, we'll clarify that though, Johnny. Definitely.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. No worries.
Okay. The other question is, Kirsten, the video that you put out earlier today, what song was that you put on in the video?
The one for this show?
Yes. This that song was great. I wanted to get it.
Well, I'll post it. I don't have it on here because I have the music set up for after the show. But but I'll post it. You know, like a couple hours after the show, like I normally do. I'll post the video. It'll have the name on there.
Okay, that was great.
On the bottom of it, it'll have the name on there.
All right, thank you. All right, thank you. That was it.
Nice one.
Thanks, Joni.
Thank you. Take
Thanks,
care.
Joni. Good
Thank
to see you.
Good to see you guys too.
There we go. Torrance. He had his hand up and then he had his hand down. He's traveling though. He's on the move.
Hello,
He's a
brother.
man on the move.
Hello, family. How we doing?
Good to see you.
Good. I'm not gonna take too much time. I just wanted to put face to name. You know, I've been here for about 2 years now, and
nice.
Yeah, I just want to introduce myself.
I'm glad you did. Yeah, we've seen you,
nice to meet you
off and on, so that's great.
Oh yeah.
Now we know what you sound like.
Yeah.
Right.
Who is this Torrance?
Yeah. Who is this Torrance?
Stop
it.
From the Kentucky overlay here. Yeah, I just want to say I love you guys. I appreciate everything. I've been like a sponge. I'm a sponge with all the information, just everything, soaking it in, and yeah, just want to say love you guys.
Good for you.
And I'm glad to be here.
So, how did you find Christian? What's the first thing that you were like scrolling, searching? How did it happen?
Let me see. How did I find Christian? It was definitely a rabbit hole day. It was a rabbit hole day, and I want to say Anthony. Actually, I ran across one of Anthony's videos on Instagram.
Nice.
And then from there, I found
Yeah. That's crazy. Just that one thing, and then you got to know more. That's what
when they talk about the new virus, that is Anthony.
The virus for the great spiritual awakening.
Yeah. Yeah, that's all I wanted, man. I just wanted to say hey to everybody and introduce myself.
Awesome.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, thanks, Torrance.
Nice, bro.
Where are you? Where are you? Where do you live?
I'm in the Kentucky overlay.
Oh, Kentucky.
Overlay,
Okay.
Yeah, I'm like 45 minutes from Nashville.
I gotcha.
Right on the border.
From Peggy B.
Mm-hmm.
Peggy B.
Peggy B. Tennessee.
Yeah. Oh, my guy Randy. Randy's about to come in. Let's
yes,
see.
Randy has put his hand up for everyone's enjoyment. Mm-hmm. All right. Well, thank you, brother. We appreciate you.
Torrance, nice to meet you, mate.
Yeah, love you.
All right, love you guys.
Love.
Excellent.
There we go.
Here's some Randall for everyone, and he's not in the bathroom, so we're good.
Randy.
That was Liam earlier. That was
What's happening?
Hello,
How are
Mike.
you,
How are you?
Randall?
Oh, I'm doing great. I was thinking about something. One of Christian's old videos, where you had the black sun, and he showed how the sun gets heated up and all that with the mirrors and all that.
The lenses. Mm-hmm.
That's a good video to show people how the Earth is shaped.
Okay, for Steve.
It's shaped like a boat, kind of.
Yeah.
Or a frisbee.
Yeah, it's got like a keel on the bottom.
It's a two-story Earth. You know, you got your top layer, and you got your second story, or basement.
Yeah, exactly. The basement.
But you got that black sun and all that. It goes from the center of the Earth all the way up to the top.
Yeah.
And it shows how the sun is heated up and all that. That's a good video.
That's not the crystalline 5D. That's not that video, is it? You know,
is it the one where he's using the props, or that was
when he first started out.
Way back in the flat. Okay, no, that's not crystalline 5D.
Yeah, he was still in the flat.
But he was talking about the sun at the bottom of the frisbee. The sun at the bottom of the frisbee. The black sun.
Yeah, it was before Leland Leon started. Got with him.
Way back.
That was pre-Chinese food then. That's what that was. Pre-fortune cookie.
That was good.
I was gonna tell you something about. I haven't paid my house payment in over a year, and
you're still there.
Yeah, and my wife, she's been talking to him, and her name ain't even on the deed, but she talked him into working out a deal. She's been paying. She paid 3 payments, and they sent a package in the mail the other day, and they approved the loan for $19,000, whatever it was that I owe for the year. But they're gonna stick it on the back of the note. So that's fine.
You haven't paid in a year, and now they're giving you 19,000. They're just gonna stick it on the back end. Well, we won't be here.
And my credit's like screwed because I got credit cards, two $20,000 credit cards. I got so I don't know how. So they must have got the money from that Chester KV bond, because they still owe me a receipt for that promissory note.
Yeah, I haven't forgotten you, Randy. I've just been really tied up this last few days, mate. The last 4 or 5 days. I did see your message, and I haven't got back to you yet. I was going to do it yesterday.
No problem.
No, I'm just saying, I haven't forgot you.
Good.
I've got to read through all that stuff at the moment. So,
you see it? Miriam just sent me the screenshot.
Huh?
Do you see it?
Yeah, that's it. As long as they don't throw me in jail, I ain't worried about
mate,
it.
I'll give you a shout.
I'll send it to
tomorrow
Susanna
morning because I've got a few things on tomorrow morning, but I can do it tomorrow afternoon. So I'll do it about 4 or 5 tomorrow. That'll take me a couple of hours, but I'll sort it out for you, mate. Don't worry. I'll do it tomorrow.
You know, I was also when in 2018 I had
there you go.
I left work one day, and I was feeling bad, and so I left work one day, and I was going to went to Reddy Clinic, and I went to Reddy Clinic. And they gave me some antibiotics, and so I was going to go back to work. And I said, "Oh man, I don't feel good." So I came home and laid down. Well, about 2 or 3 hours later, after I was laying down, my wife come home and she had to call an ambulance because my throat done closed up. I had to go get Rusty in for emergency surgery for my throat.
Wow.
When was
And,
this?
this is like 2018.
2018.
Was it like an allergic reaction? An allergic reaction or something?
Well, what happened was I got a hole in my esophagus. It was caused from taking too many leaves. I was taking a leaf.
Too many ibuprofen. No, is the leaf ibuprofen? What is a leaf?
It's a leaf. It's a kind of like ibuprofen. Anyway,
Similar to.
It ate a hole in my esophagus.
Wow.
And well, that caused that gave me a major infection all the way down my spine and all this crap. And
wow.
You know, I was in and out of the hospital for like 6 months, and I went from 270 pounds to 118 pounds.
Wow.
Almost died. And they had to cut out half my stomach and rework my outlet of my stomach. Well, one story I had, they removed my gallbladder. Wasn't nothing wrong with it, but they said while they were in there, they go ahead and remove it. Well, when they did, they blocked my bile duct on my liver, coming out of my liver, and well, I was on vacation up in actually it was in Washington D.C. I went to see my daughter, and my urine turned black. I mean, solid black.
Wow.
And well, I got back home and got a hold of me. He said, so I had to get rushed to the hospital again, emergency surgery. They had to put a stent in there in my bile duct. Anyway, after all that mess, I finally got cured, and that changed my whole life. Well, right after that, I had to go out on disability because I wasn't no way I could. I tried to go back to work. I went to work for like 3 or 4 months, and I just couldn't do it anymore because I was so weak and everything. I lost all that weight. Yeah. Anyway, I went out on disability, and right before all that, I was scheduled for back surgery 3 days from when I left to go to Ready Clinic. Before all this sort of happened, I was supposed to go in for back surgery. Well, I didn't get to do my back surgery until 6 months later after I got rid of all the infection and stuff. But then I ended up having 4 back surgeries, and they gave me a infection in my spine again. What do you call that infection?
I don't know, but you're a wreck, Randy.
A staph infection.
Oh, staph infection, yeah.
In my back.
Yeah.
So he had to go back in there and clean it all out, and then I was on a PICC line for another 6 months, getting rid of that infection. Well, anyway, after all that stuff, my whole life changed. My whole attitude changed about everything. I didn't give a shit about nothing anymore. I stopped paying taxes, and then I was when Trump lost against Biden, I was watching. I stopped watching TV after that because news. The news. I figured out the news was all lies, nothing but they wasn't telling the truth. So I stopped watching TV, and I was getting my information online.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just trying to find somebody to. I was trying to find all the information, trying to keep up with stuff. Mm-hmm. I ended up going with this Chinese church thing, and they said they were saying that God was already returned. He was in China because China has the most. Because China has the most Satanists. So that's why he returned. He returned in China. He's in China somewhere, running around. It was a woman. It was a woman god.
As soon as he's done in China, he'll be back over to he'll be in Texas soon. Don't you worry.
They weren't hanging around with a load of other trannies beating people up in China, were they?
Oh yeah, they were, the Chinese, the CCP was killing them all. When they catch them reading the Bible and stuff, they had a new Bible. They had this they had a new New Testament to add on to the Bible.
Yeah,
And,
the New Testament.
The new, it supersedes the New Testament.
Volume 35.
They had a new edition to the Bible.
Mm-hmm.
And it was real. It had a lot of real. It was real strict about stuff and about your faith, and if you didn't obey, you wouldn't get into. It was just real strict about everything. If you did anything wrong, you'd get punished from God. You'd be condemned. You'd end up in hell. And so
that sounds like Roman Catholicism, doesn't it?
I got out of that, and that's when I found Christian. And I was seeing that, that guy that truther that has the dog instead of his picture. What was his name?
Gene Decode.
Yeah, he always come up with all these stories about the dumb.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I never did pay no attention to him. I didn't care much for him. And then
they all have their narrative, don't they? They all stick to.
I ended up liking that guy from Australia. What was his name?
Wolverine. The QFS guy.
FCB Decode.
Yeah. I like him.
FCB, yeah.
Oh, FCB Decode, yeah.
FCB, we've got 8 hours to go through to sit through one of his.
He was the only one I liked out of all them truthers. And
he's totally in with the narrative, though. He's a nice geezer, doing a good job, but he's all tied in with the mainstream narrative, isn't he?
Yeah. So once I found Christian, I stopped listening to anybody. I'm dedicated. Resonated.
You're dedicated, and you couldn't even be dedicatedly stoned.
I'm ready to go home too.
Dedicatedly stoned.
I'm dedicatedly stoned. Yeah, I never did get my bone. But
your bone?
My bone. I was gonna get a bone. I never did get a bone. I still smoke those fake ones.
Oh, bong. That's right.
Yeah,
bong,
yes.
bong.
Oh, you got pre-rolls. That's right.
Yeah. Yeah, I wish I could get regular stuff, my son. That's one of the questions I have. My son, when he turned 18 after he graduated from college, well, he took the test to get into the Navy, and he got one of the highest grades he could get on that test, and they wanted him bad. They wanted him to be a nuclear engineer. Well, anyway, he said, "No, I ain't doing that." So he got involved with this older woman, and he moved to Colorado, and he lived in his van, and he worked at Taco Bell. No, then he got a job at the infirmary or whatever you call it. And I went up there to visit him one time, and they got stores up in Colorado like liquor stores. You got weed stores.
Yes.
Like
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's legal.
Yeah, you get all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, buddy.
yeah. Yeah. So anyway.
Americans, when they come here, it's always funny because it's called the beer store. So that cracks them up. They got a beer store. It's all dedicated to beer.
Yeah.
We have beer.
That was sweet. I wouldn't mind.
We
doing
have
that.
the brew through. Do you have a drive-through brew through?
Brew through, no.
Lowe does in Australia, but we do. Yep, you drive through,
no.
drive through it, and you tell them
Well,
what you
maybe,
want.
I don't know. I'm not
They
You
have
load
a-
up your
they have-
car.
They have a daiquiri place like that here.
You have a what?
Daiquiri place.
A daiquiri place. Okay.
They make
Daiquiris to
daiquiris.
go.
They got like 100 and something different flavors. Daiquiris.
What's
Daiquiris to
that?
go.
Is that like a
Like
drink?
strawberry
It's like a-
daiquiri,
it's
the
like a-
drink, you know, the
Yeah,
frozen
that's
drink.
a drink, isn't it?
Yeah.
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 Like pina colada,
Yeah.
strawberry
Yeah.
daiquiri. Yeah.
Yeah.
Frozen margaritas. Mhm.
Oh, that's the only thing I'm worried about is my son and my daughter. My daughter became a nurse like 3 or 4 years ago, and my son he woke up and seen how much she was making as a nurse, so he just graduated and become a nurse. So I don't know if they're NPCs or not, but
No, we're not worried about anybody there, Randy. It's a
I know
soul journey.
I know my daughter had the second shot. Yeah, and my wife's daughter had the second shot. I talked her out of getting the shot, but I couldn't talk them. Well, when her daughter's husband got COVID, which was actually the flu. He had it real bad, and then after that, he made them all get shots. But I don't know if that was after the second shot or not. But, yeah, that's the only thing I'm kind of worried about. With them.
No worries, Randy. No worries.
Yeah, I think they'll. If they do die, they'll come back.
Well, the chances are they won't. The chances are they won't. I mean, a lot of people that have had 2 shots are fine. They ain't even got any symptoms. I know people that have had 2 shots. A lot of my family have had 2
my
shots, and
family.
none of them have got any symptoms or anything.
Yep, mine
So,
either.
yeah, that could be because it's a placebo. It could be because they're really healthy. Because the vaccine attacks what you've already got wrong with you. It amplifies whatever that might be, whether that's cancer or whatever, MS, whatever it is. It will make it worse. Psoriasis or
My stepfather
osteoporosis.
had brain cancer, and the doctor that removed it told him he needed to get the COVID shot. So he got the 2, and then, but he's not had any other symptoms, but he does have like onset dementia now. But this has been years now. This is since 2021, like 5 years now.
Yeah. In 2016, I cured a terminal glioblastoma case. The guy had taken his left eye and it was spread into his right eye. And they gave him like 6 months to live. And I got him off of chemo. He was on like a lot of true full spectrum. I had like 15, 20 strains in each preparation. And he was dosed up to the eyeballs and it went in 6 months. But he died about 3 years later, but not of cancer. That cured it. And the hospital gave him 6 months to live. And he had 2 failed rounds of chemo.
Wow.
And little me driving about in a van, like he couldn't believe it. He was my Spanish funder's dad. The guy that gave me, put money into my Spanish license, 40 grand or something, that was his dad. So he couldn't believe it. When I cured his dad of terminal cancer, he was like, fuck me, yeah, I'll definitely fund you.
Wow.
So I got going in Spain off the back of that. So, but that was a terminal case. And glioblastoma, you think brain cancer is really bad. It's like, oh my God, I've got brain cancer. But no, it's one of the easiest to cure because the brain is fat. The brain is basically fat. So it's very easy for cannabinoids, especially with DMSO, dimethyl sulfoxide. It's very easy to travel through fatty substances. It goes straight through the brain to the problem, finds the cancer and destroys it, eats it away really quickly. So breast cancer, prostate cancer and glioblastoma brain cancers, they're the 3 easiest to get rid of. And they're the 3 most frightening. When people think, oh my God, I've got prostate cancer, I'm going to die, or brain cancer or breast cancer. Breast cancer is mostly caused by aluminium sulfate in deodorant.
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 Yeah.
Men get breast cancer, but mostly it's a women thing because of the fattiness of the breast. It's very easy to develop there because you're spraying it directly into the armpit. So you're spraying it onto the mammary gland. You're spraying aluminium sulfate or whatever, aluminium oxide, is it?
And then the mammograms too with the radiation.
And the mammograms, yeah. Yeah, you can get thermal screening or like what I say, due to the Bruce Coppin Mars 3, I'd get people on that. Find your nearest Bruce Coppin Mars 3 practitioner or give Juta a call because she finds cancers that a hospital miss. She had a woman turn up, I think I said before, a woman came to see her about something totally unrelated to cancer, and she'd done the woman the Bruce Coppin Mars 3 screening and quantum response medicine, bioresonance. And Juta said to the woman, wow, she said, you've got cancer, breast cancer, the early signs of, get to the hospital, get them to do an MRI scan and tell them, So she came back from the hospital, booked up an appointment. She said, no, you've got it wrong. I haven't got cancer. They couldn't find any. She had an MRI as well. And Juta scanned her again. She said, no, look. And she got a biro and said, tell them to look there. And she went back and she's like, oh, sorry, we missed that. That's the hospital with their MRI scanner.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So cancer's not to be feared. People, unless it's vaccine-induced turbo cancer, cancer's not to be worried about. It's the fear of cancer and how they play it and pitch it. Oh, well, maybe you can have chemo, maybe not, but hopefully you'll qualify. Of course you fucking qualify. That's all they want to give you is chemo.
Exactly.
Yeah, I was in the hospital one time. I was in the hospital right when COVID was all happening. You know how they wouldn't let you have visitors come back with you in the hospital.
Yep.
They wouldn't let my wife come back there. So I got up and walked out.
Yeah.
I'm out here.
Yeah.
They were killing me, man. They were just Band-Aid stuff and send me home, and I kept doing that, and I had a feeding tube, and everything I'd eat and drink, it come back up. Sometimes it takes like 2 or 3 days, and it comes. I throw it up, but it wasn't nothing getting out, and they never could figure it out. So they just kept. I go to the hospital and they give me a bag of stuff and send me home. And then one time, so the last time they put an outlet tube out of my stomach. So I'd drink some water and it'd go in my stomach out that tube.
Yeah.
That's how we figured out my stomach was blocked.
Randy, you're a hot mess.
Yeah.
Not that we didn't know all that already.
So there's a reason why I'm alive.
You need a new vessel.
Exactly.
Yes,
Randy's messed up.
There's a reason why I'm alive, because I should have been dead.
Yes, you're here for the Great Awakening, as we all
You're
are.
indestructible, Randy. You're indestructible, mate.
Exactly. Trust the process there, Randall.
Yeah.
All right, we got to move on, Randy.
No, every time I go to Walgreens or go to my doctor, they still want to give me a shot.
Of course. They have it playing over the loudspeaker like every 5 minutes to get your COVID shot. I'm like, still, is that a thing?
They don't learn.
And Christian, when I see Christian next, we're going to a few hospitals. We was going to do this last year, but we're going to go and do some filming in hospitals. We'll go back to Colchester, the one that I went to 3, 4, 5 years ago before the rollout. So we handed them impending notice of crimes against humanity because they were bringing the vaccine rollout like the next week or the next day. This was back in 21. And so we'll go back to that hospital because that was all in the paper and everything saying anti-vaxxers stormed the hospital. But we didn't. We were shown where the offices were by security. But in the newspaper, they made it look like anti-vaxxers done all this stuff. But we didn't. We filmed it as well. We went in there. It was like 15, 20 of us. And we're going to go back to that hospital and put it on them because they're still offering COVID shots. Are you fucking insane? Are you
They don't
insane?
do them in the hospitals here. They do them in the pharmacies.
Medical centers.
Yeah.
No,
right.
you walk into a CVS or a Walgreens and that's on the loudspeaker. You got to get your COVID shot.
They do it at the doctor's office. Every doctor I go to, they want to give me
Do
a
they
shot.
do that there? Because I thought they only did the pharmacies. I was like, all these pharmacists are going to get pulled into the FEMA camps. All right, we got to go, Randy. Big love, Randall.
Big love, Mama.
Yeah. Big love, Randy.
Big love,
y'all.
everybody.
You too.
See y'all soon.
All right. Saren.
Hey, what's
Saren.
happening?
Hello, bro.
Hey, man. How's it going?
How are you?
Good to see you.
Yeah, great. Just
It must be really warm where you are.
Yeah.
It'll warm up. It's the lights come out already. Come back in the city now.
Oh yeah, it's 7:30 in the morning. Yeah. Ooh.
Good. Everything is just well centered. Just watching, ready to stabilize. The grid when it all happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mike B wants to see you do more of this.
Yes, more guitar for Saren.
Oh yeah. I pulled out the guitars, doing a bit of practice. Probably going to catching up the Soul Sisters tomorrow. Cass and Nessie and Carla and Karen and stuff.
Oh, excellent.
So yeah, I sent a few songs to Cass. We'll see if maybe tomorrow we'll do something.
Oh, good. Yeah. If you can, that'd be awesome.
Yeah. Randy talking about his health stuff was reminding me back when I got sick. I was about 19. I nearly died too.
Really?
Didn't have enough blood. So they said normal person's hemoglobin count is like 13 to 14. Below 10, you're dead.
What happened to you?
I was 4. I remember I was in the emergency. They said ulcerative colitis, they said.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was just bleeding to death inside.
Wow.
But I remembered seeing a face when that happened. The hooded face. I remember telling my mom, she freaked out. Oh shit, it's death.
Right. The Grim Reaper.
But now I know is that custodian?
I was going to say, it sounds like a custodian, probably.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Wow. If it looked nasty and dark, yeah, it probably was, mate. I don't know. Do they show themselves ever? Or?
I don't know. I told them I'm not done. Sorry.
That was I asked Christian, like, what's a custodian? I was looking for custodian pictures. Like, give me some help here, buddy. I need some help with custodian pictures. And he said, look for something like a hooded, something like in a hood. So yeah, custodian.
This Zoom in the browser, I can't see it. I'm just looking at me. It doesn't.
If you scroll left or right, you should see everyone. If you scroll left or right.
No, it's changed. You used to have a button you could change different views.
Oh,
what are you on?
A laptop or a phone?
What are you on an iPhone?
No, yeah, I'm on a laptop.
Oh, laptop.
On the top right, it's a different icon.
It's the little it's the little box with the 3 dots on the top, and then you'll go to gallery.
Yeah, it's gone. That button's gone.
Okay. Well, then I
used to
don't
be
know.
there. That's what I used to do.
Well, they did just do another update, as they always change
Keep changing shit all the time, don't they? They
All
do
the
it
time.
on purpose, I swear.
That's okay. I can still imagine you all there. So I'm just looking at a picture of me. But yeah, no, I don't have a lot to say. There's not really that many questions anymore.
Nah.
Just sending
Just
love.
sharing.
Love you all. It's amazing to see all this shit go down.
Yes.
Amazing to be part of it. Sometimes I wonder, really? Is this a dream? Am I really part of this?
Yes, you are. All right, brother. We'll talk to you later.
All right. Love you all. Bye.
See you, Saren.
Big love, bro.
I need your camera on there, Susan, to spotlight you. There we go. Oh, yeah, okay.
Oh, it's Jack.
Yeah. Here we go. There we go. Hit the unmute there.
Sorry about that.
You got it.
Yeah.
Hello, bro.
Susan, you've changed.
How's everything going?
You've cut your hair.
Yeah, not
How are you,
really. It's
Jack?
always been the same like that. How about you, Leon? Yeah.
How are you, bro? All good?
No, good. Yeah, had a good trip. Met Bill. Bill impacted me a lot. Changed my perspective on how to treat people and how to understand a lot. If easier, but
Awesome.
yeah. But there's a lot of good people here trying to help each other, and I like that a lot.
What about
Yes.
What about Andy?
And Andy, he was really kind to me. I matched him. He matched me and stuff. Let's put it that way.
What
So,
about Chris?
Chris and I had good stories to talk about. So,
Chris the
yeah.
OG.
Chris the OG.
Yeah.
Rich V?
Yeah, Rich V. We all. I talked to a lot of guys. It was a boss. Let's put it that way.
You met Peggy B in Tennessee.
Yeah,
She was in Florida.
She might have got food poisoning. I don't know. She didn't show up for the last gathering. So yeah, she was sick.
Oh no, Peggy B.
Yeah. So stuff happens like that. You never know.
Yeah.
So yeah, but it's getting better. They took out all the bad guys, and I think the white hats are in control. I've seen it where people have helped me when I've had problems. Let's put it that way. I don't like talking about problems, but I've been in a few mental institutions because I wasn't on the right stuff. I didn't know how to use weed recreational to help me with PTSD because I've seen a lot of trauma in the streets, and I paid for it. I chose it for it myself, and I should have not have. And I brought my family down to lower bails, but I've learned that you got to understand from your mistakes and move on, and that's what I'm doing. And I've
Yes.
learned from every state, and I'm tired of that. So I'm listening to what is prescribed to me, basically. So yeah.
Good.
When the student is ready, the teacher appears. Sounds like that.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
And what did we find out was the cause of your psychosis?
It was because I was smoking butane carts. They had butane in those carts. I had no clue, and I've been smoking those for years.
In what? What were you smoking?
We were just told today by a very knowledgeable person at Kentucky Canacare, because I just got my medical card, that these street vapes have butane in them.
No, she was talking about the weed dispensary. I thought
Even no, all the vapes do. And some of these kids, it's the
I thought
propylene
the weed dispensaries did too.
Yeah, the vapes do, and
So tell them even in the dispensary weed vapes they have
butane.
Yeah.
Butane, and a lot of these kids
Clear
can't
from all
tolerate
vapes,
it.
unless it's neat extract, unless it's a neat cannabinoid extract vape pen, and put neat extracts in it. Don't do all that vape because a lot of them put. There's a lot of different chemicals. Most of it's got what do you call it?
Propylene
what's that really
glycol?
bad for you? Propylene glycol. Thank you, darling Susan. Yeah, and but even like a lot of the flavorings, unless they're just best to steer clear because even the flavorings, a lot of them are synthetic flavorings. Even in the cannabis vapes that you think are pure. I don't smoke them because they make me cough. I don't cough. Well, I cough on this, but
you don't cough. What are you talking
hold
about?
on.
That was the wrong thing to
Understatement of the
say.
year.
I mean, on the little vapes, you know what I mean.
That was Christian. Christian said to Leon, "Put a sock in it, there, Leon. Can you?"
Yeah. It sounds like you and Christian are like best friends. You guys hang out a lot. Leon.
Yes, they are best buds.
They are best buddies.
Yeah, we are.
I bet you guys do a lot of stuff, but me and Kristen had a big talk about Epstein and stuff, but I don't really want to talk about that stuff. But you could talk to him about it. It was interesting stuff. He talked about it a little bit, but it's over. He's dead, or he's cloned, basically, in Gaza.
He's well dead. Don't listen to none of that. Like people saying today, funny enough, we were joking today about people think they've seen Epstein in the car park or at the fucking Shell garage. Got to
No, people say he's alive in Gaza wearing a beard and shit, and there's a picture.
Oh
of
my
him.
goodness!
There's a picture the other day that popped up with and Clinton.
Yeah, exactly. And there's another picture of Ghislaine Maxwell out of jail. In like talking to somebody, like it's all clone shit, or it's like it's all over basically. So yeah,
it's all it's pictures from like years ago, or it's CGI.
It's
yeah,
CGI.
AI. Yeah, it
well
could be AI.
executed.
It could be really good AI.
Could be good AI. Yeah. Yeah, but they're not.
That's
out
what I think
anywhere.
the FBI did. I think they used a lot of AI lies and shit when they released that shit, so they could cover up how bad it was when they took him out because they had like the government, like I don't know what took him out, white hats. So yeah.
Alliance.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Okay, you can talk to him.
Okay, no, I don't want to talk. I'm tired today, but I love you all. I love you all.
Love you too, mate. Love you, Susan.
Well, it was nice talking to you, Leon, and give you some space and let you talk to other people. So
yeah, nice one, bro.
Yeah,
nice to
we're
meet
done.
you.
We're dancing out of here.
Yep.
Yeah, good to see you, Jack. Thanks for coming on.
Sorry, there was the dogs are getting stuff. Okay.
Nice one, Jack.
Yeah,
Cheers,
see
bro.
you, Jack. See you, Susan. The
Yeah.
dogs are trying to get stuff, so I had to get. Okay, sorry. I was not prepared because the dogs were distracting me. They're trying to get a fly over here. They're trying to get something on this table. Yeah. So I was a hot mess.
You got a cricket in there? They're trying to get a cricket.
Okay, so we have some what do you call it?
Requests?
Thank you. We have requests today. So I'll play the first one.
Your life will love you back. When you believe in love, you believe in life. And your life will love you back. It will love you back. Back. When you believe in love, love will love you back. Don't look down when the rain is falling at your feet. Don't you know there's a ray of light within your heart? Paint the way till you're standing on the golden street. Wherever you are, nothing changes till you make it start. Haven't you heard? Love will bring you what you need. There's a beautiful world waiting, and you hold the key. When you believe in love, you believe in life. And your life will love you back. When you believe in love, you believe in life. And your life will love you back. You will love you back. Back. When you believe in love, that will love you back. When you believe in love, that will love you back. When you believe in love, that will love you back. When you believe in You may be my lucky star. What you did to me, baby. You know I'm the luckiest by far. Starlight, starlight, first star I think tonight. Starlight, alright, make everything alright. Starlight, starlight, first star I see tonight. Starlight.
All right, we're switching it up.
Something maybe you love me now, baby, I'm sure. And I just can't wait till the day when you knock on my door. Now every time I go for a mailbox, I gotta hold myself down. 'Cause I just can't wait till you write me a coming around. Now I'm walking on sunshine. I'm walking on sunshine. I'm walking on sunshine. And I feel good. All right now. And I feel good. Yeah. I used to think maybe you love me. Now I know that's true. And I want to spend my whole life just waiting for you. Now I don't want you back for the weekend, not back for one day. No. I said, baby, I just want you back, and I want you to stay. Oh, yeah, I'm walking on sunshine. I'm walking on sunshine. I'm walking on sunshine. And I feel good. All right now, and I feel good. Oh, yeah, and I feel good. Walking on sunshine. Walking on sunshine. Yeah, I feel alive, I feel love, I feel love, it's really real. I feel alive, I feel love, I feel love, it's really real. I'm on sunshine, baby. Oh yeah, I'm on sunshine, baby. Oh, I'm walking on sunshine. I'm walking on sunshine. I'm walking on sunshine. And I feel good. All right now. And I feel good. I say it again now. And I feel good.
That was a great show. Awesome. Thanks so much.
Big love, people.
Great show. See you on Wednesday.
Excellent.
Did everyone
Big
hear
love.
Leon? Did everyone
Thanks
hear
for coming,
Leon?
Leon.
He said, big love, people.
Big love, people.
Oh, I love you guys. See you on
Great show, guys.
Wednesday.
Brilliant.